Hello, Canada, and welcome to night one of the Canadian Intercollegiate Exhibition. We have got an excellent series of matches coming up to you guys, straight to your eyeballs, and the little drone center controlling them in between. My name is Spaffles, and I'm joined by the ever so lovely Zlyan.
Hi guys, welcome once again. Today is going to be our day one for Overwatch 2, and again our tournament style is going to be single elimination, and we're going to start off with our top 16 best of threes, single elimination once again. So let's move on to our lovely teams for tonight. Who do we have to start with? I think we got to start with Western Wyverns versus University of Alberta Honore. Let's move on. Let's take a look.
I mean, it's going to be a really interesting matchup. These teams both very, very well versed, very well established in their own respective leagues. And now seeing them come head to head for potentially the first time, I don't really have the records pulled up. That's going to be very, very exciting. Now heading into the rosters for tonight, let's see who we have.
All right, let's take a look at Western first. Western, we got the ever so lovely team of Awesome 9044 on the DPS with Brandon Nasser also on that DPS on the Genji. And then we also got our lovely tank of Do2257 and Ben Sniper as well as Bendy1620 are going to be the supports for tonight. What about on the other teams? Can you talk a little about that, Spaffles? Let me know.
Well, I'd be glad to. Over on the U Alberta Honore, we've got Caboose as well as Akko dual teaming it up on the DPS. We've got Quotient on tank, bit of a Reinhardt connoisseur, but don't let that take you off guard. He is not a one trick. Got many different tanks under that massive utility belt. Combined with that hammer, it'll be equally lethal no matter what ends up happening tonight. And then we've got that followed up with Prodigy Queen and Tsunami Opa repping the ever so lovely Mercy.
And now let's move on to our map order for tonight. Once again, it's going to be a best of three, and whoever's taking the cake is going to go against the University of Waterloo Warriors. And we're going to start off with Control on Ilios, and then it's going to go to Hybrid, and then on to Push.
Oh, I am incredibly excited. Ilios is a map of wonders. Not only do you have Lucio players that are on both teams that are going to be really looking to take advantage of those massive environmental kill opportunities, but you've also just got so much verticality, so much space for movements, and the ability to open up these plays. Ilios is just a map like none other, and it just has something special to it, which is why we've seen it time and time and time again, not only in these series, but also all the way from Overwatch League to, your pickup games with your local universities.
Of course, and speaking of Control, we're going to really have to see which university for today, whether it's Western or the University of Alberta Honore, who's going to actually have that kind of momentum control over that site, and that's just going to be the play of the game. And it's especially, when they're trying to fight for control over that site between the two different teams, who's actually going to have that better strategy, better composition, the better plays. I know, I'm really looking forward to tonight's game. And I don't know about you, because you better be excited too, because we are definitely in for a treat.
I am ready to get into it. And talking about that momentum, being a best of three series, every single map matters, every single sub point matters, and every single team fight matters, because any disadvantage is going to compound so heavily with series ending so quickly. So heading into Ilios, we're going to be seeing just a battle of raw strength and control. It's not really the gimme that you might expect it to be. All right, let's get into it.
It is, of course, and of course, I definitely think the tanks are just definitely going to be one of some of the MVPs in this current map on Control for tonight, just because of how straightforward some of these fights are going to be based on the map layout. The tanks are really going to be taking the brunt force of, just trying to just get some of that damage off of their DPSs on their supports, but also just holding that, holding the control and just holding their position. It's going to be so important coming into this map. There we go. First engage is almost online. Couple seconds coming in right now as we go into our first map.
Yep, dive meets the rush. It's going to be a battle of compositions. The patch recently has really mixed up the metagame. Time to see who's able to come out on top. Winston making the dive in deep, but going to get slowed down by Ramatra. Makes it out with just a sliver of life. And he healed up, and control point unlocking in 2 seconds. Things are getting feisty. Akko down to only 100 HP, able to recover, but it doesn't look like Echo though. Oh my god, such a close battle.
And going back and forth, now taking the control point.
Cab with the opening pick on the Gen Sniper. There it is. There is your threat support gone. Can he find another? Dropping off the side of the map, just make a little bit of a sneaky flank. Play! And it's going to work, just distracting the team from the points. Although it does seem like Western were able to cap.
Western able to tap. Now the points can come over to the other side. As a bunch of gauges still coming in. Lots of gauges, crazy things going on. Now trying to go for another pick. Caboose is going crazy with the 2K right now. Oh my god,
Tabby Wabby, my beloved, finding 3 picks to open up the map. And then Prodigy Queen following it up with a kill onto the Baptiste, just making sure that the case is open and shut. Now, going into this next fight with the lead, it'll be really interesting where we can see these pulse bombs, the duplication, all these ultimates really starting to come online, especially for U of A.
And Awesome has definitely been doing a good job, you know, bringing in that kind of dicing up the competition a little bit, you know, doing some of that damage. However, I'm really looking for more for that Caboose plays right now. We saw the 2 big kills from Caboose earlier.
Oh my god, the cross bomb and Cap finds the kill onto Baptiste as well. That's going to be 2 members falling early for Western. Make that 3. Oh no, I just have to push it so hard. But Aqua's there for the cleanup. And Cap just showing that juice.
Oh my god, all's going to come online. And now looking like still it's going to be a University of Alberta. They're still taking the momentum. 63%, 65% now captured. And Western's really going to do something. Change up that composition or something.
Yup, considering Rush launching into the team. Quotient finds an early pick up the baby, but it's traded back with the kill onto Akko. Gonna be leading into another one though. Awesome, unable to find anybody. Window on the point, trying to get anything it can, but Winston's able to just sidestep it. Tsunami Opa takes on the immortality with Cap, finding a pick onto Cassidy. Just continuing this rampage. Awesome though, Derek to shut it down, but it gets shut down themselves by Akko, who managed to make it back into the team fight. Beat is dropped in this last fight scenario. It doesn't look like it's going to be all for naught though. Tsunami Opa dropping incredibly low. She's able to make it out with 1. Wilson finds the pick on the Gen Sniper. That's going to close out this round.
Oh my god, upcoming in the trial. He's trying to hold them back as much, but Quotient is not letting that happen right now. As overtime is being stalled still. Caboose, Akko, Tsunami Opa, they're all doing the most. As overtime now is going to secure this first objective, as it's going to go towards University of Alberta honoring Western Wyverns, just missing out on the opportunity to secure that first round. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, there you have it. That speed, that aggression, that's everything we wanted to see and more. Taking that first points with just 20% going the way to Western. And may I remind you, that's a 20% they managed to cheese out at the beginning, like capping the points before the first fight even happened. And now leading off of that dominant play, it does seem like Western are starting to buckle under the pressure. They're going to be swapping to a dive composition just to match what you Alberta are doing, with the hopes of maybe being the better dive team.
Of course, and I just gotta say, Akko and Caboose, the 2 DPS, is really carrying it out. We saw how Caboose is going absolutely crazy on that first round there, with Quotient backing them up too. And the Kisune Rush was also so critical in that final fight there to secure that overtime push between the 2 teams there. And now the engage is gonna come in, shots being fired back and forth as both teams are fighting to get control of the first point to win that first engage too.
Yup, now just like, oh my god, Cap absolutely melts the Genji before the Stickies even detonates with a triple tap headshots. That's going to be the first point, probably leaning very, very heavily towards you, Alberta Honore, while Akko, it's dropped incredibly low HP, but the recall as well as the assist from Quotient able to keep them alive for just a little bit longer. Quotient going in deeper though, making sure to zone off the rest of the team as Awesome's recall gets forced.
Yeah, and Aqua's going for that pop push and gets the kill. Awesome, 60-20, going back and forth, getting back and forth picks there. You know, playing how you're supposed to play on that character. You know, going in, getting those fights, pushing them back, allowing your team to secure more of that point. As now momentum is going towards, again, the University of Alberta honoring. Westerners really got to do something here. They really got to punish the DPSs here. Or, you know, I don't really think this dive comp is really working as well as they wanted to. Maybe they're going to change it up. Yep. You know, what's going to happen here. But again, oh my god, Akko Caboose just pulling it through, doing their absolute most as the DPSs in this engage earlier on.
Yup, now Awesome getting chased down, proving to be a very good distraction as Western are looking to start this cap on the point. Big stick onto the monkey, drops some low HP. Can they finish the job? No, they cannot. As Akko is forced into retreat, Awesome sends out the pulse bomb and a Hail Mary play, but it's not able to make anything stick. As Quotient finds a kill onto Bendy, 16-20, followed up with a kill onto Genji as well. And things are just falling apart. Gen Sniper, though, able to find a pick on the Prodigy Queen, but Akko and Tsunami Opa are able to turn it around even further, and Quotient there with a nice little stagger onto the Kiriko. Tsunami Opa,
oh my
the
god,
Lucio Mafia, just they pay their dues.
It's good, just going absolutely crazy. Just the Winston plays, you know, going back and forth, you know, just peeling for the DPSs, taking out the damage, and you know, just pulling them off and allowing the Akko and as well Caboose to farm that damage in order to put them in such an advantageous position, and also just to push up towards that control point and take just better positioning.
Oh my god, Shen making it out with actually 1 HP. Gonna be almost close execute as the Kitsune Rush comes out. 4 ults in retaliation, ready for you, Alberta. The Kitsune Rush is going to be matched to the coffee onto Winston. Cat is looking to throw his hat into the ring, but Quotient finds the opening, pick up the branded Onisar. That's a mouthful.
Oh my god, you know, just a Caboose again trying to punish the Kiriko, just be out of position for the rest of the team. And again, the point is still 99% Alberta.
And the pulse bomb stick on top. Bendy trying to make magic happen, not quite. And that's going to be map 1, making its way over to you, Alberta, on a rate 2-0 in pretty dominant fashion.
My god, don't even say pretty dominant fashion, like completely like a sweep at this point. This play of the game, as from Quotient, as we can see, look at that positioning, look at the field, look at the damage. It's just everything is on point, pushing them back, you know, and just getting that positioning and just locking the site down for the rest of the team to come through in order to secure that pivotal engage, which allowed the University of Alberta Honoré just the opportunity to just win those rounds back so dominantly, and just a clean sweep from the team. I could not have seen a better engage than what I just saw, and what a match coming through.
Wow. I mean, just seeing that high energy, like I talked about, that go mentality. You cannot let your guard down, not even for a second, in these best of 3 scenarios. And now leading with a map going into map 2, that is going to be a significant advantage.
Definitely map 2. Once again, you know, this is the best of 3 series, single elimination. So if University of Alberta Honoré, if they do win the second map coming through, then they're just going to be knocking out Western Wyverns clean off of the tournament on our first night in. But again, I just wanted to like highlight how just well played that was by the University of Alberta Honoré. Akko Caboose, you know, getting that position, going in Akko with that, you know, just infiltrating the other team's defenses and just highlighting or just like focusing on the support plays, the one that are switchier, and just going in and getting that damage, just absolutely crazy. And then Quotient also here, just like peeling that damage away from the focus on the DPSs as well as support, doing just the best, or like just such a good job as a tank player, you know. But I gotta say also on the other side, Western's also been doing a really good job, you know. Awesome 944 and Brandon Nasor, you know, even though it was a majority of a dive comp, hopefully they'll change into something maybe a bit more range to allow them the opportunity to come back off during those engages when things get a little bit too dicey, you know, and their tank isn't quite with them, or maybe like the position's just not the best. Because I do think the University of Alberta Honoré had that kind of composition that allowed them to go in and out of engages in case of any dicey situations that were happening. Like, they just played a lot better. What can I say, you know?
I mean, what can I say after such an amazing breakdown? I mean, you just really touched on everything. And I mean, especially seeing that Winston play come alive and follow that up with such a goated echo from Caboose. It really felt like there was no counterplay at all. And seeing that, just that focus and that synergy between the teammates, you could really feel it happening, as you really rarely even saw trades back onto Honoré while they're committing with all 5 members, making sure that the Tracer was winning their duels, the Echo was bursting down key targets, and the Winston as well. It just all worked beautifully together, and that's going to lead us into our next map, King's Row.
Oh, Kings Row, what a classic. I know that's one of your favorites, isn't it, Spout eh?
I mean, it may be my favorite, and it may also be a good Reinhardt map.
Potentially.
So if I put 1 and 1 together, maybe we'll see Quotient on the Reinhardt.
Maybe a Reinhardt, but I'm also potentially maybe a Sigma or Orisa coming out potentially. But I
don't know. I mean,
I do think Reinhardt
did hurt her pretty significantly, but like we saw earlier, Western did roll out initially on the Ramatra. So seeing that this is obviously their preferred kind of composition, and this map is going to work really well for it, I'd be interested in seeing if they're able to come alive in some pretty new and new ways that we really haven't seen yet.
And speaking of also the different compositions coming in, we also saw a differential between the two teams. We had a Lucio as well as a Kiriko, right? I definitely think Tsunami Oppa on the University of Alberta Honore was able to get like such crazy movement with Lucio. Again, the ability to go in and out like during these like dicey situations. While for Kiriko, we saw how just the Western Wyverns Kiriko was just stuck in some of these engages, unable to get out, and just had to resort to a reset because, you know, just stuck in that situation. So maybe there's going to be a change up for the support characters as well in order to kind of capitalize on the aggression or between the two teams, or non-aggression in that case too. But yeah, let's take a look at what's going to happen on this Kings Row as we enter into the game right now going in.
Oh man, the glaze, it hurts, but keep going.
The glaze, it hurts, but it's okay. Hey, as much as University of Alberta did such a good job on that first map, I am still putting my money on Western Wyverns. Western is gonna come back like no tomorrow. We are going to show them what it is to be a Western Overwatch team.
I mean, hey, don't call me a bandwagoner. I've been here since day one. Honore all the way, baby.
Oh my god, look at this glaze. But I gotta say, you know, University of Alberta did do quite the amazing job that last map. But I do know that Western has been pretty quick on that adapting. You know, maybe the first map was just like a little warm-up map as they're gonna steamroll the rest of the competition for the rest of the 2 maps coming in for tonight. All right, there we go. Let's get started on this map.
I mean, I did say the Orisa did get nerfed, and I am a bit worried because Quotient rolled out on the Orisa. But
hey, again,
I mean, I have faith. I have faith. I am not a non-believer. I have faith. Okay. I believe in the holy grail of Coach G. That is U of A's coach, by the way. Shout out to Zion. Great guy. Go show him some love. But I am a believer in whatever these guys are cooking. And then leading that off with, on the other side, we've got sort of the new meta, which is going to be your Junker Queen, probably the Genji for the comfort pick. Combo that up with the, you know, a little bit of peel on the side of the Baptiste.
Oh yeah, hey, don't count out that Widowmaker too from Awesome hitting those shots. You know, just how crucial it is with these high points of contact. You know, just making full advantage of the multiple different positions that it can be.
There you have it. Quotient opens up with the opening kill. It's a Bendy and Prodigy Queen gets the last pick of the Brandonosaur.
Oh my god, Akko, no, it's okay, it's gonna be a fight between the two. Oh my god, one back and
forth. That's right, so deep. Akko wins the 1-on-1 with a little bit of healing, but it's a 1-on-1 nonetheless.
No, it's gonna be a-okay. You know why? Because Awesome is back, you know, and Brandosaur's got that Genji once again going back and forth, trying to dice up the competition. However, looks like some of the shots are still being... Oh my god, the engage is going back and forth in the front. And look at that Soldier.
Prodigy Queen dropping incredibly low HP and mortality down, and DU finds the opening pick onto Prodigy Queen. Are they able to trade it back? Yes, they are. Both Baptistes are off of the field. And now we're on to backup supports as everybody's stalling out and trying to figure out how we're going to advance next. Western do have the spawn advantage. They're going to be going fast, but Akko goes faster, gets the kill on the J Sniper. Sends Western.
Junker Queen looking to punish that push there. And that pushes him back as Akko's now forced to go behind the tank in order to play a little bit more safer angle with that contested position there. Sojourn throwing out that orb to kind of push back the push once again. And now the engages are dicing up once again.
Oh, the immortality saves Prodigy Queen, but it's not going to save her from the Prandana sword. And that leads into a pick from Akko, though. Big Terra Surge destroys Junker Queen and caboose with the kill onto Prandana sword itself.
Oh my god, Quotient and just Caboose doing absolutely crazy. The DPS, the tank combo, now it's gonna go. The control, it's the positioning just going absolutely crazy. I don't think Reinhardt, but again, what did I say? That Orisa pick is going crazy. As much as I love Western, I gotta give it to Alberta right now. They're doing quite a good job with that composition. Taking full use of the kits as well as positioning. Look at that
down in the middle of the point. There is going to be no dodging it. And Western were forced to sit this out as the time runs down. Caboose with an opening pick on the Jet Sniper. But Bendy's able to find two support who haven't met all DPS now. We'll be able to keep the team alive. Tsunami Opa making it with just a sliver of HP. Now Quotient stuck in the hotel. No way out of this one.
Yeah, response from the two back T's all going forward, but looks like Bendy is gonna go for that take and also allow their team the opportunity to now push forward and capture that point as they're going forward onto this next engage. Oh my god, what a dicey situation that we just saw earlier. Akko going absolutely crazy with those engages, as well as just, oh my god, the Orisa pick is, I gotta say, real good pick for the Orisa in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Quotient is just that tank, right? And now looking at the way that they're trying to set up, it looks like Western can't even catch themselves a break as Akko finds a solo kill into Awesome, and now it's going to be leading around to the point as Overclock is caught for Caboose, sending the entire team into a retreat.
God. The
I think this is what we call a classic zoning ultimate.
Oh my god, go
no, there you go. Rally and Immortality are popped defensively for Western. Let's send themselves at a pretty big disadvantage here as U of A are sent packing. Beat though. Ambulance, but not for me. Pulse Bomb goes wide and does look like Western are being backed up into a corner. Quotient with a nice pick onto Gen Sniper.
Oh
it looks like the Dragon Blade's gonna find one. Can it find two? It does! To go on the two. Tsunami Opa found top in the corner. Bendy finally finishing off that Orisa, that ever so tanky Orisa. That's gonna be a team wipe.
Doesn't even matter, you know. Brendan Sonosaur on that Genji, all dicing up the competition like they're just pieces of fruit, and the junk her queen with the backup. And I gotta say that Overclock, you know, was actually so perfectly positioned, so perfectly timed on that choke point. Doesn't allow them a lot of opportunity to kind of miss out unless they want to go through that point, you know.
Oh,
but
there it is. There's the Reinhardt. There it is. It's happening. It's gonna be a full comp pivot from U of A. They're leading back in. A full window though. Combine that with a rampage. Doesn't really give them much breathing room at all as Ogden gets taken down by Awesome.
Oh
Rest of the team sent to the life support. Quotient though with the kill onto Brandonosaur, who pushed in a little bit too far. They're now able to recontest the point window combined with a massive wall. And Jarvis Wayne is pinned against it, but she is able to survive just for now. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining, and things are looking tighter than ever.
Yeah, and that pick on the Reinhardt as well as the main pivot for the DPS is so pivotal and so important in this almost close engage on trying to contest that next point.
There you have it, Tsunami Open. Akko finally able to slice through all those heals. Brandonosaur finds a kill in retaliation, but Tsunami Open Quotient are able to get 2 more.
Oh my god, I just what you said about the Reinhardt, I gotta take back my Orisa pick. Now that Reinhardt looks like it's doing the most, absolutely, as well as the pivot to the main with that crucial wall to kind of separate the team into two, and just absolutely crazy on the util usage as well. But again, don't count out Western just yet. They got full potential. We saw Brandonosaur, Awesome, and the rest of the team just going absolutely crazy too in early engages. So definitely worth the hype here. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he might be off of the Tracer, but this is still going to be a one-on-one duel between some of these DPS, and it looks like Blizzard is online waiting for it to be used. Awesome though, finds the pick onto Akko, and the Blizzard is used on the corner. They're going to get rolled up from their retreats, but the Life River pull manages to pull them out. Prodigy with the opening pick onto Awesome 90-44, and a beat in retaliation. Yes, and there's a shatter. It connects with the Orisa. Oh, not quite able to make anything. Any kills happen off of it though, as Baptiste is still flying high above the team fights, supported by that tree. Prodigy Queen with the window, not gonna pop it though, as Brandonosaur with the blade. Tsunami Opa shuts it down. It's just red blue's the window. Now we shove the remaining members of Honorary into the corner. Quotient able to cut
Immortality
through,
field,
but Awesome though.
Bendy, everyone is doing the most, and now it's gonna push back. The University of Alberta, as the University of Western now has that control and pushing that payload forward. keeping it going forward once again. But I gotta say that last engage on the Mei, the Blizzard just pushing off the wall too, really well done. You know, was able to kind of push them back and force them to have to, you know, just kind of separate between the 2 points there off of that kind of fork. But now more engage coming out with the Widowmaker now coming in to try to hold them back from the long
from
angle.
the jaws of defeat. Where So Barak pops out, but Window is going to shut down Weston's push just for now. Immortality down, and Orisa is able to retreat from the no man's land. They got 50 seconds remaining, and most ultimates down for both teams. But
oh my god,
it's able to make the shot. Connect. Prodigy Queen falls, and that's going to be the Baptiste down without the support. The DU find the kill onto the counter, but Akko and Tab showing up to the fights. Is it too little or too late?
Oh my
Tsunami
god.
Oppa, let's go!
Dude, Tsunami Oppa 2 coming in with that kill onto the Genji. DPS is out and about. Now we're going for the engages out too with the Orisa trying to hold them back as much as possible. Unfortunately, it looks like they're gonna have to push back slightly there with someone stuck at top. No sector there, pushing up that tension, focusing on the person stuck up there. But looking like that engage is gonna be really powerful trying to capitalize on the kill.
Deflecting the Widowmaker headshot onto Benji. Akko. Awesome 9044 makes a kill at the Caboose work, but Cad is able to kill the life we burned her. Tree is able to sustain the team for now. That Quotient wants to pick onto Akko. And Dinosaur though with another in return in retaliation. But Brand Dinosaur does fall to Akko.
Oh my god, trying to stop Akko from the Reign of Terror, but Quotient and Akko are just dicing up the composition, looking for the other one, but dude is gonna stop Akko right in their tracks, and overtime is now not gonna go forward, and it looks like we got the round 1 complete, favoring the University of Alberta on the Ray.
Akko, my goat. Oh my god, getting the deflect kill on the Widowmaker shot, and not only that, but getting the kill with the Widowmaker deflect onto the Baptiste.
Oh my god. Akko's ability to kind of just see the entire picture, you know, just like that game sense is absolutely crazy. Knowing what target to go after, you know, the first one is so crucial, which allowed them the opportunity to push through and also put their team in such a good, like just such a good position. But once again, I gotta say that Reinhardt and the Mei pivot was so crucial in securing that point too. And now moving on to this next engage, we got, looks like we're gonna switch on to the Junker Queen, as well as the shots that can be fired for long range, more calm. But then the switch off to a more sneaky but shadowy pick too. Let's see how this plays out into our next round going in.
Yeah, I mean, looking forward to this one, it does seem like the sorry. I need to recover a little bit from that round. A lot of screaming. You know,
a little whiplash here, you know. The Cassidy pick and the Reaper pick are definitely going to be interesting. Cassidy,
those are spicy, but we're going to be seeing the double flex support come back. Baptiste and Lifeweaver did wonders for them before when they're trying to break through that cover. We'll see if they're able to make things work. So Caboose walking forward with the Widowmaker, though, not pretty typical of the Widow players, but they are going to walk out of spawn on Kings Row. It does seem like everybody, though, is hauled up into this hallway.
But don't count out the other team there. You know, Tsunami Oppa back on that Lucio. We saw how he was able to be so nimble and so just tricky to kind of shut down and punish with that movement. So I'm really looking forward to that. The test station's already coming in between the point right now, as trades are coming back and forth with, you know, playing that forefront role, but Quotient to get
there
that.
You go. Immortality down. There's your failsafe. There it is. You're not playing in security anymore. Cab with a full powered headshot. But it did, I believe, land on the Jungle Queen, so not going to result in any direct kills. Although Bendy dropping 1 HP. Yes, there you go. Tsunami Oppa with the opening pick, and Akko following that up with a second. Can we make that 3? Oh my god. Yep, there you go. Brand Dinosaur let's make that Lifeweaver as well. And then JQ is just getting juked left, right, back, front, center. Akko's always there.
just Akko just punishing out the competition, just slicing and dicing once again, like they're just sashimi, pushing back and forth, getting those kills, really punishing Junker Queen from being separate from the rest of the team, and securing that kill now is going to bring that momentum shift into their favor as they're now taking a little bit more space up close to push back any of that counter attacks that kind of just try to stop them. Just allowing them some more space gives them a lot more freedom in choosing what kind of plays or what strategies they want to play here.
Yep. Now, looking into this next fight, right, we've got some ultimates available for both teams. So Bendy is going to be the one to open up with the window. Oh, no. Oh my god, there you go. There's a deflect kill yet again.
Oh my god. Can anyone stop Akko and his reign of terror with those crazy deflect kills? The timing is crazy, and Quotient too gets the kill onto the Reaper, onto Brandon, and it's gonna be another clean engage coming in favor of the University of Alberta Honor right here. Oh my god, look at this.
Another Dragon Blade even deeper, and it does look like things are gonna be popped out. Tree just used deep into the spawn room just to stabilize it. It does look like Junker Queen's gonna get the pick onto Genji.
Yeah, but Akko's gonna get punished by the Junker Queen there, being just slightly off position from the rest of the team. Tank's not really there to provide the support.
Allowing Potions to push even deeper with the Terror Surge ready in the back pocket should he need it.
Oh my
Being
god.
also on the back burner. It does look like they're willing to make this work. Prodigy with an opening pick onto Awesome 94. And there you go. There's a Terror Surge. Pulls in 3. Pebble misses. Doesn't look like he's gonna get any direct kill, but Prodigy Queen on a tear gets a second kill onto Bendy. There you go, Junker Queen getting pulled out for dear life. It's time to reset, time to reevaluate how you're gonna fight these.
Caboose gonna be the upper angle with the overclock, and they're trying to just take advantage of the positioning there as Akko now back in the fight with looking to slice and dice the competition once again, trying to punish them as much as possible, and Caboose on the upper angle too, providing that backup range support for Akko as well as Potion, who are very aggressive in that dive towards the rest of the team's center fights. There we go. And but Brandon's looking to get that sneaky kill, but Smash is just gonna get spotted out right away. Oh my god!
Thank god, the Death Blossom does find the kill into Akko, though. Canceled out a bit before it can do any more damage, but Quotient on life support around the corner, not able to make it out alive. But Caboose does manage to get a kill to take home. Just enough, a little bit nice.
He's gonna push them back. Do is now, as Junker Queen, just doing such a good job and isolating those fights and pushing them back, playing super aggressive, allowing the opportunity for the ranged DPSs to kind of single out the fights and also get the damage off and get some picks off of that. And now the next engage coming in is gonna be real dicey once again, as the payload is ever so slightly walking closer and closer to the end point there.
Yep, there's that window that we've come to know and love, but Akko finds an opening pick onto Lifeweaver.
Oh my god.
You've come to expect it at this point. Doesn't seem like anybody else is going to die quite soon, but Rampage gets sent even further in, and Akko finds a kill. Quotient Caboose do it. And that secures Honorary's spot in the next round. They are heading directly to the quarterfinals.
University of Alberta Honore just, oh my, I'm speechless, Battles. I don't know what to say. Like, can we just first look at the play of the game? Of course, it's going to be Akko. Come on, we see the crazy deflect kills as well as the Dragon Blade coming in, going back and forth, trying to just going correctly. Like, I don't know what to say. I am just in shock at how clean the fights have been, the engages, despite sometimes that mispositioning between, the DPS as well as the tank, but they were still able to bounce back and just regroup stronger than ever, which allowed them to secure a clean 2-0 against the Western Wyverns there. And now this team, the University of Alberta Honore, as well as their amazing roster, is going to be going against the Waterloo Warriors in our next match upcoming soon.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly have their work cut out for them. I mean, that was a really good matchup, and I mean, Western is an amazing team, but Waterloo is, one of those top 3 collegiate teams that you've known to love and expect. So going to be really seeing a clash of just top tier talent in the next stage, although I'm not really sure exactly where we're going to get sent next. But before we get over to that, though, I do want to give a quick shout out to one of our co-title sponsors, and that's going to be BMO. BMO has a student banking banking plan that helps you focus on what's important. They have checking and savings accounts, credit cards, and borrowing options specifically designed for students. Plus, you can get up to 12 months worth of Domino's pizza worth up to 190 Canadian dollars with BMO's current student offers. You can go check them out using the command in chat !BMO. And you can also check out their Twitch channel where they are doing our second half of these streams. And you can find some of your favorite collegiate orgs fighting it out as well, side by side with our own stream. You can find them over at twitch.tv/BMO Next Level. That is BMO_NXTLVL.
And don't forget, once again, on that BMO Next Level Twitch channel, it's also going to be run by special shout out by Sean. And there's their first BMO first gaming relations specialist, with Sean bringing the commitment to help its clients achieve their financial goals and a passion for gaming as an active member of the game community. And if you want the hashtag too, it's going to be !BMO_NXTLVL. So don't forget to check them out. And thank you so much for BMO for sponsoring us.
Yep, and with that, we're going to be sending you guys into a quick break, quick intermission while we're waiting on who's going to be the next to claim their stake at the throne.
Yeah, it's going to be top 8. Looking forward to see y'all.
Hello, gamers, and welcome back. Bit of an extended pause there, but I assure you it was all for good reason, as we've got our next matchup decided. We're going to be watching TMU Bulls face off against SFU Raccoons. Both of these teams won their round of 16 match 2-0. I'm going to be really interested in seeing how they square up against each other now that they have, cleared that first hurdle in making their way towards the ultimate prize, that their share of that $1,000 prize pool.
Of course, and don't you forget it. The top 16. Now we're moving on to the top 8, and it's definitely going to be an interesting battle since both teams won their respective matches in quite a decisive and dominating fashion. So let's really see who's going to take the cake between these two, with a battle between the East and the West. Repping the East side, we got the Toronto Metropolitan University, as you said, the Bull team, and as well on the West side, Simon Fraser University Raccoons. Let's go take a look at the rosters for tonight between these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the TMU Bold, I'm sure if you are a Toronto mans like myself, you've seen them plenty times before. We've got Zappy and Hydrogen leading the team as the DPS. Oats being that stall-worthy defender on the Junker Queen, and it's going to be followed up with Solo, off of their OWCS Shikigami debut. You're never going to live that one down. Followed up by Min on the main support.
And let's move on to the Simon Fraser University Raccoons. Here we go. Looking at their roster, we got Ashley on the DPS with Zephyr, sorry, my apologies, on the Genji, slicing up the competition once again. And on the Sigma, we got the tank with Hero on there, as well as Akasha and Zarts on that supporting role, making sure the DPS and tanks are fully healed for their fights.
Yep, and there you have it. Those are our rosters. I mean, plenty of names. If you've been following the collegiate scene, these teams, they both have just such significant star power, right? You've seen them once, you've seen them before. Again, just sending more glaze TMU's way. They are one heck of a team. And then SFU Raccoons as well, not to downplay them at all. But I mean, my personal bias is starting to show a little bit. Leading into this next series, though, I'm really interested in seeing how the next best of three is going to happen, because once these teams make it past this volatile stage in the tournaments, the round 3, the semifinals, is going to be best of 5, which is where more of the strategy and the drawn out attention and focus of your team is going to be drawn out a lot more versus the sort of blitz style gameplay that we're seeing at the moment.
And definitely, I'm very looking forward to different strategies that can come in as well. Again, this is the best of 3 in our top 8, and whoever moves on and wins this are going to go to that semi-final position. So crucial, especially when, tomorrow, if you guys are going to still watch, of course, we're going to move on to the finals as well. So, I think the very big thing that we should be looking at between the two teams is not just composition, it's not just how they play their characters and whether they're good at positioning, but I definitely think one of the key points that we should be looking at to differentiate a top 8 team versus a semi-final team is that strategy. It's a combination of both composition, the util usage, as well as supporting each other to put each other on those crucial positionings that can just really kind of take over a map or take over a round and push them forward into that ever so coveted semi-finals position. So whether the strategies and the way to adapt to the game and to the changing rosters or changing compositions, my apologies, whether that's going to come through in a very smooth fashion or whether a team's going to struggle to kind of adapt to and respond to another team or their opposition, I definitely think is going to be one of those deciding factors in deciding the winner for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, going into this series, right, we've got Lijiang Towers as our first map. I mean, it's another classic, right? You got Elio last series, you've got Lijiang now. It's more of what you know and love. Lijiang Towers, it's been named by some just because of the absolute menace that individual is. So I'm going to be really interested in seeing what kind of plays happen, because each of these sub points, they're going to bring incredibly unique and different play styles. And if I've seen anything, I mean, these teams are both very, very flexible, and drawing out those different kind of team comps for each map is going to aid both teams a ton, no matter where they end up going next.
Of course. And speaking of Legion Towers too, I gotta say it's one of my personal favorites in terms of the map pool that's currently available right now. You know, not just the sole fact that, you know, there is a Legion Tower in Guangzhou, China, if you guys ever been, but just in general, how well constructed this map is, how open it is, as well as just the different angles that teams can take advantage of. You know, that combination between composition, play, utility, as well as just the the map in general is just really going to bring such an interesting match between these two teams. And again, yeah, both teams were super dominant in their last matches, so let's see how this plays out, fighting against each other, West versus East. Let's get into it right away.
Yep, and it does seem like both teams are going to be rolling out on slightly different compositions, with SFU Raccoons really trending towards the... Oh no, never mind. There you go. They pivoted again. And they keep switching it up on me. Let's look like it's going to be a Ramatra into Ramatra mirror. The hover onto Venture not going to see its way through, as yet both Symmetras are going to be TPing their teams out of spawn, switching over to Tracer. Oh no, it is a Venture play. Oh my god, I'm excited.
Here we go. Mirror watch up going up, and now the engages are going to come in. Both of the Ramatras are going to be going back and forth trading blows, and now looks like both teams are now trying to fight for that point control with it's Aqua here on the DPS looking for some
wonders as Owens takes the opening pick, first blood of this match. Oh my god, it makes it a second with the kill onto Akasha. Oh my god, Owens is on fire. Solo finds the kill onto Australe.
Is quite the decisive positioning there, now going for a more aggressive pick to keep back composition and to provide their team the opportunity also to get that backup and, you know, push them back and secure more of that control, that percentage going ever so slightly up. Now they're stuck in that choke point as they're, you know, the other team is struggling to find the opportunity to open up and come in for that kill. Below
oh my god,
waiting on the side, and oh my god.
Just too much damage. Australia, though, on the side angle, not quite be able to put too much work in, but serving as a decent distraction, able to keep up their HP thanks to their supports on the other side of the wall, though. Forced to back out. Does look like Zappy is looking pretty spicy with the Cassidy, making all those shots happen. Aqua, though, making a side angle work, and it's going to be a window opening up this fight. Wonder taking down low HP, does get Wonder again. Does going to be knocked out of the immortality, and there you go. Oats gets that pick. Almost saved that 1 HP too by the immortality. This is
just combination
at its finest.
Crazy. Oats is just going crazy out there, you know, just tanking up that damage, knowing when to back off, knowing when to go forward with the wall to kind of just secure the position. And look at that positioning on the DPL soldier on the little rack corner once again, waiting for that engage, for that opening, you know, pushed from the other team there. And now
pretty defensive window. Oh no, the window into the wall. It's a massive wonder. It does seem like they're not going to be able to make that.
And he
hits, and now there we go, we're flipping the map. SFU left back into a corner. Wonder finds to pick up the Zappy, make that 2 with the pick on the solo. Both supports are down. Tank follows him up shortly after, make that 4.
Oh my god, now back on 2. Now switching over that momentum with the fight being won by SFU there. And now TMU is now scrambling to get back to that dominant position. But don't count them out just yet. They got quite the great positioning in the percentage on control onto the site. So they got plenty of time to kind of bring back the Titan or the waves into their favor. Now kind of back up. Now being backed up by TMU right now as FAU is now struggling.
Struggling beat the connect, but the immortality was there to cancel it. Solo is on tune. He is really feeling it right now. Aqua pops the tectonic shock, not able to get any kills from it, but it is a good zoning tool as the window pops out, making sure to keep that damage and sustain going in second. Slides right off the map with Aqua's beautiful drill charge. And it does seem like they have their backs against the wall. Akasha finds to pick up the Oats, though. That is the tank down. Akasha finds 2 DPS. Here I am, no min.
And Ult is out of the count, and now they're going to punish the rest of the players in mid, as well as Zappy just trying to struggle to stay alive, and Akasha will snipe them out from the air. Zephyr also getting another kill too, and now again that point control is still held by SFU, Simon Fraser University Raccoons, as TMU are now trying once again to try to group up again and try to go for another fight. Maybe change up the composition slightly, maybe just change up the strategy and how they're going to approach these fights right now. Aqua trying to push back and get those kind of kills and get that damage off. Does end up getting one person super low, but now Oat back online, going for that engage ever so slightly with the Ramacha util, and now backing out.
The
my
pulse
god.
bomb goes wide. Australia dropped down to 1 HP, but nobody's there to chase us. They don't have the tracer. No, Oats though, half HP contesting this point. Zappy dropping low. Akasha again supports. What is that? He's a DPS up on the high ground. Justice reigns from above. All the damage, all the time. He comes in last second to save Solo, and Min finds to pick up the blunder with the boops. Zephyr though, with the trade onto Solo himself. Oh my god, and doesn't look like Zap's gonna make it away with just a sliver of health. You gotta do that last second damage, and Zaps finds to pick up to Min. Pops the beat to keep the team alive. It's 99 to 99 overtime situation. And Zephyr is able to do that last ticket damage onto Oz, and that gives SFU the first control.
Oh my god, oh no, don't count them out just yet. You know, TMU is trying to contest this overtime right now, but it's just going back and forth. But it looks kind of wraps for them right now, as objective's gonna get secured, and first round's gonna go towards the SFU Raccoons there. Oh my god, what a pivot. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that first round was gonna go to TMU pretty raps. They had so much like time and so much like just advantageous positions, but just after that momentum shift over, SFU was able to snowball that lead into a secured round for this map here, and that is just absolutely crazy the way they held that point. And I really gotta put my MVP for that map onto Akasha, just playing off that high ball position, so hard to reach and so hard to punish, and was just able to kind of sneak and just snipe people out of their positioning and just get that damage off, while also providing the backup support as well as damage. So Akasha really, I think, was one of the pivotal players or the pivotal reasons why SFU was able to win that last map there.
Yeah, I mean, SFU just really sprung up. They came back with a second win like none other, bringing back the point from 99 to 0, making sure to secure that round. But enough about the past. This is about the present, as Astrale trades recalls with Aqua, just staring each other down on the side lane.
Oh my god, the Tracer versus Tracer.
But then and Solo on the other side, they were able to find the first two opening picks. Oats makes it another Solo gets the second.
Yeah, and also
before it started.
It's just crazy right now. You know, now it's gonna secure the point once again. TMU, just like the last map we started, are starting up super strong with that first engage being won by them. The question whether they can really keep that and keep that momentum and keep that positioning is gonna really come to time. You know, let's see how they do here. More engages coming on. Oats is gonna try to back them up with that utility long range, and now it's gonna engage with the wisdom, the dive bomb coming in response to the Oats pick on Ramatra.
Yep, there goes Min. That's a lot of strength for the team gone. Aqua soon to follow, and now it's just a game of stall. See how slow you can take this fight. But it does look like Zephyr, though, is looking for those kills. He's looking greedy, gets the kill into Zappy. Follow that up with Oats, and it's just a game of cleanup, almost sliding off the map for a second time now. This time with no outside boops or influence from that.
Definitely a clean take from SFU there, especially changing up the tank to switch to Winston. More of a dive composition compared to the Ramacha pick there. Allow them the ability to kind of aggress towards the other team and take advantage of people who are slightly off position and, you know, separate from the rest of the team, especially from their tank. So definitely a good choice of switching up that tank composition compared to before.
Yup, now we are ready to rumble. Pulse Bomb doesn't quite hit the target, but Aqua Tech down to just 1 HP. No, misses the health pack. Star is able to pick up the kill over onto the point, though. Kitsune Rush is popped for Akasha. SFU have this in the bag. Winston does get hindered. Follow that up with a window. They're not able to find any picks. Never mind. O's gets a kill onto Blunder. Now O's just struggling, holding on to dear life, as now the overclock comes out for Zephyr, just trying to make magic happen. Walled in the face though, with 50% of the points.
And now they're going for the hide again, the pick by Zappy, but now Zappy is gonna back up, get some support, hold on to Study picks, and now the rest of the team is gonna come back for that support. Oh, but Zappy again punishes Astrali with that long range shot. Clean cut and decisive, switching up the momentum now back into the favor of TMU, as SMU are now being pushed back by the rest of the team, by the Ramacha pick. Looks like the Winston's gonna go in for the first engage.
Oh, he goes in deep, but a little too much perhaps. Primal's able to bail him out just for now. Does look like, oh no, it's one off the map. No, Solo meets his demise. It is going to be followed up though by another kill from TMU, trying to equalize the tables here. Zappy finds one onto Australia. Blunder falls off the map. Out with a kill. Caution with the reset. 75%. Whew.
Zappy and Oaks keeping it down, you know, just locking down that position and now bringing still back to TMU's favor. SFU struggling to find an opening even with the switch up in composition towards Winston. Looks like SFU was able to, TMU looks like we're able to kind of adapt to that pick and now just playing a little bit smarter, especially off of Oats and Zappy's kills there. Just played so smartly, especially with the positioning too.
Yep. I mean, especially with the Tracer being out there. Oats wants to pick up the blunder. What a blunder indeed. 99% they're holding on for dear life. SFU have got to make the magic happen. Post bomb in deep, but Cassie's able to roll out of it. And now with all their ultimates expended, Min is able to find the pick on the Zephyr. Zappy gets the one onto Australia. Kitsune rush onto the middle of the point, but Zaps falls soon after. Akasha's not able to get the touch on the point, and Blunder is just left holding it back.
Yeah, that's desperate Kitsune rush at the very end there to try to contest that point, keep the point alive, but no, looks like it's gonna go towards TMU this time. 1-1, exciting things. And last we go on to this potentially last round for control there. I really like what I'm seeing here, you know, especially now it looks like Australia's gonna switch to that Symmetra pick, really good for holding this particular corner, especially with kind of like the turret style of utility that's available there. And between the Ramatra as well as the Winston, I really think both have the really big potential of, you know, pulling through the team to like give them that advantage. But definitely think, you know, timing when Winston should dive in for that kind of engage, it's going to be really crucial between, you know, trying to get that point that's going to favor SFU or getting the favor towards TMU, you know, just
now everything is coming to a head 1-1. This is your make it or break it moment, and it does seem like Blunder is breaking it as Winston's being forced out pretty quickly at that. Now they are going to be able to make the solid rotation onto the point, getting a hold of that back room, but is it going to be held for long? Those Zephyr drops pretty low HP. Winston going in with the dive deep on the back line as Tracer's recall is forced out pretty early. Zap's just dancing on those walls, making sure to keep untouchable, like Lucio was always.
The movement is just crazy, and Zephyr now trying to find some damage off the
Blunder falls to Zappy. Aqua follows it up with another kill. Australia dropping low HP, sent packing for the hills.
Tracer versus Tracer is gonna punish them now. Looks like it's gonna be TMU's once again strong start on the control. TMU has just been so like decisive on their first engagement on each map, each round. You know, getting that control, winning those positioning was really well done. But now the true test is whether they're able to keep control of the map and keep that momentum flowing in their direction there. As the engage is going up back and forth, Kasha taking some damage, but now still available and viable and live, trying to help the rest of the team.
There we go. Kitsune rush. Zephyr though finds the pick onto Aqua. Australia decides to tie it up by falling off the map. That's when Winston is going in deep with the Kitsune rush, getting that increased rate of fire. Feeds and window in retaliation. The archer to kill to Zephyr. Zappy makes it 2 more. And there you go. Zaps falls as well. As is a solid hold made even stronger for TMU.
Again, Zappy and Oats, you know, just that little duo, the dynamic duo is really working out for them. Both of them are able to get that correct timing between when to take damage, when to, you know, just have the tank play forward, and then when Zappy getting those crazy shots onto the rest of the team, onto the opposing team, was able to get them into that correct position and just that advantageous spot to keep control of the site right now. Looks like Engage coming through again. Once again, the dunk from Winston trying to push once again.
Aqua just taken out right off the bat. And it looks like Oaks is against the ropes. Zappy though with the high noon gets stuck. But Penny finds the kill on the Zaps. Wonder though does take down Oats. Things are looking tight. Aqua with the stick onto Australia himself. Tracer on Tracer action just never seems to appease me.
Don't count them out just yet. Aqua punishing the critical out of position, and now that being mid back online, going back and trying to punish the positioning and just capturing the point once again. 86%. SMU's got to do something. Something's got to give, because TMU is absolutely doing the best in holding that site, and even on the quick switches over on momentum. You know, even SMU, even though had control site at one point, wasn't able to keep it for super long, as TMU was able to adapt so quickly.
Oh my god, they're going in deep on Zephyr. Solo finds the final hit onto Zephyr themselves, and the beat is too late to save them. Doesn't look like things are going to be dragged out a little bit longer, though. Oats with the annihilation, just not quite able to get any last hits down, but Solo finds the kill into Wonder. Aqua makes another. I think we have a round on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, Aqua finds another. Akasha with the tuning rush. Oh, so late. And there you have it. TMU Bold take map 1 and are now heading into match point, or series point.
Oh my god, let's take a look at this Akasha. Of course, what did I say? That first round of that positioning. Look at this cringe positioning right now. Just punishing them out of position. No one is there to punish him for just like, no, he has free shots. It's just playing aim trainer right now, aim labs. Oh my god, Akasha with that crazy positioning once again, really decisive on there. And now it's gonna bring us back to the match point. And I don't know, what did you think about that? That was just crazy.
I mean,
what I just saw.
You know what they say, justice reigns from above, and I think Baptiste definitely did prove that to be true. What I mean, man, I just gotta cool down a second. That was so close all the way to the very end. And I mean, even though some of you who may not have seen the first round might come to a false conclusion there, because TMU did look really strong when they were good, SFU are just the kings of taking it from behind. They go in and they go fast. Once they are able to secure their hold on a point, once they win that team fight, they're just able to make their leads just snowball into each other. They're just constantly moving forwards. So seeing these two teams, right, the team that's really good at going first versus the team that's really good when they're able to cap, but they do go a little slower, that's an amazing dynamic to unfold live on stream.
And as we know, Overwatch is a game all about adapting as well to the other team's composition. As you switch from a more long range comp to more of a dive comp, you know, definitely think TMU do start off super bold, as they would say, super strong going in, so capturing those points and getting that percentage up. But then at the other side, SFU has just been playing it how they should be playing, adapting as, you know, as we said, like adapting as they can. And it's definitely worked, especially with, you know, I gotta say, Akasha, once again, I gotta do some extra glazing. I'm sorry. Looking more like a DPS in that clip. I'm sorry. Like, I know your support, but the DPS and also the timing on the immortality field when it's needed, like, I gotta say, SFU have just been playing it nice and slow and just going as, you know, and responding accordingly very smartly to the different picks and to the different play styles. And also even with the dive comp, you know, just in general, just been playing so beautifully, so just gorgeous. Like, that's all I can say. Gorgeous is the name of the game right now for SFU. I'm sorry, I'm glazing so much.
I mean, okay. There are some times where nice and slow can win you things over the long run, especially in our BO5s. But remember, this is a best of 3 series. Whoever takes this next map is going to be the one to progress into the quarterfinals. So you've got to really pick up the pace, right? You're really definitely feeling that burn, as if you win this and if you win your next series, you are in contention for those massive cash prizes that were, of course, afforded to us by our sponsors, BMO and Tell. A shout out to them. So, you know, you've got to really get your head in the game. You can't let these come at you, especially when this match was so close. I'm just waiting to see how these teams are going to adapt, and especially with the amount of hybrid maps that we have on selection, where they're going to really take us, right? Because it's going to be loser's pick. SFU gets their pick of map. How are they going to choose to kind of adapt the situation as it's been unfolding?
I definitely agree with that statement. But again, as you said, SFU is definitely more of that kind of slow playing, slow burn kind of team where they're able to kind of learn as they go about the other teams' like weaknesses in their composition or in their strategy and then adapt accordingly. While TMU Bold, again, it has been just very much like almost like an initiator team where they are initiating fights a lot more. They're a lot more aggressive in that sense and they're able to play really fast. And again, be a best of 3 is more of like a shorter series compared to a best of 5. So whether that kind of comes in at this last round or this last matchup is going to be in their favor when they play very aggressive and doesn't allow SFU the opportunity to kind of adapt accordingly will really be the name of the game in my opinion. While on the other hand, whether that kind of almost, I would say, that initiation that maybe like premature is going to be in their disfavor and it's actually going to be in SFU's favor where they're able to see that and then go accordingly and say, okay, looks like they're playing a little bit too aggressive. If we play just slightly a little bit more patient here, we're able to see how their composition is going to fall apart, how that positioning, how the strategy is going to fall apart. So patience versus aggression, West versus East, who's really going to win it? We really don't know. It can really go either way at this last one. So let's see how it goes. At the current, the current thing, I'm definitely more of a gotta say, West Coast Glazer. Even though I'm from the East Coast, so I gotta say.
Everybody's got to have their downsides, right? Nobody can be all green flags, and I think we can look past that just right now.
Yeah, I gotta say, just say.
Hey, I mean, there's a reason why they call it East Coast, West Coast, Worst Coast, right? That's how that goes.
Shots fired! They spewed you. Summer Fraser University. I don't know if you saw again the raccoons.
I mean, hey, I have friends from the West Coast. Okay, I think I.
I don't know. It's gonna sound like
I mean
it's
it that way.
separation.
I cheered for U of A last time, so I feel like I can be comfortable cheering for my East Coast homies, my Toronto men and women in the chat, right? They can definitely support me in this one. Right, guys?
I don't know about that, man, because sounds like you're trying to run some, post up, throw hands right now, and it might be a division between the casters too for tonight. West Coast caster versus East Coast caster, even though I'm from East Coast. But gotta say, SFU still gonna be my play favorite.
I think the teams
tonight.
are supposed to be fighting each other, not us. But like, if it works, it works.
I know we're a team, but the things you're saying are making my heart feel some sort of way right now, Spaffle. So
yeah.
I don't know about that. That's just me.
Okay, but wait, what's that? I'm hearing something from a producer. It does seem like TMU Bold are going to be making a role swap. Solo and Oats are going to be swapping positions. You know what that means? Solo is going to be reprising their mantle on the tank. There you have it, your OWCS player getting on their main role, locking in when the situation calls for it. I'm really ready to see that magic happen, and I'm really hoping that it is going to be able to help them win this next map. This is going to be Paraiso. A pretty decisive, like a pretty, sorry, how do you say this again? A lot of teams like it, a lot of teams don't. Word is escaping my head.
Kind of like back and forth, but yeah, going into game right now, Paraiso hybrid as we take on second. Remember, TMU took the first one, however, second one could go either way here. And I know SFU's got something in the roster. They've got something ready and cooking, strategies ablaze, positionings ablaze, teamwork ablaze. I got all that hope to bring us into that third decisive matchup in the maps, and here we go. Let's bring it out, with that differential in the rosters too. Let's see how that's going to play out, especially with the different roles being reprised here too, and whether that's going to make a really big difference or whether that's going to be kind of their downfall. This is really going to be up to how we see this game is going to be played. This map's going to be played on Paraiso here. All right.
I mean, okay, sorry, I got a little caught off guard here. What, we're seeing the dive mirror? And we're seeing Anna play in it?
Potentially.
My
here
hero,
we go.
Oats. Oh my god, I love you. Anna is my favorite.
Hey, don't count it out. I'm also like the, the diva picks, both the kind of spicy too. I do like what I'm seeing there too, especially with D.Va having the opportunity or the ability not just, you know, tank some damage, but also go in when it's needed with the ult as well. But let's see, Gage is coming in. Both teams are shooting shots, but it looks like
oh my god, there you have it, Zephyr launching this attack into high gear, followed up with a kill by Blunder. Make it a third with Astrale. Oh, it's a slow ball. Astrale gets the kill.
Blunder with the ever so decisive D.Va pick, and now map control. First stop goes to SFU as we're on that bandwagon to control and capture that first point, defending that objective as well. And now it looks like they're gonna switch up a little bit. You know, I don't know, TMU is looking a little spicy. Usually TMU has that, you know, ability to take that first engage and win that first engage first, but now that SFU has the name of the game, it seems like they're actually playing a little bit more faster now, not playing as patient as we were discussing earlier. And I do like this change up in pace too. And look at how aggressive it is.
Nice DMAC onto the D.Va, making sure that she's not able to really execute any big plays, and they aren't going to really be able to take out the pilot form just yet. Seemed like Echo though caught in a hard spot. Solo with the air shot. Well done. It makes it with just 75 HP to his name. Aqua with the counter Australia as well, and that is severely hampering this lead that SFU were able to build in the first place.
Hey, don't count them out just yet. Blunder is back online. Anti-heal's gonna be online, trying to back up just in time, and now getting that support from Hugo and Zarts. Nano and then Aqua now back on to the Echo and flying this guy, trying to look for the positioning, trying to get some damage off, but looks like he's gonna get spotted again. Absolutely punished for their positioning there. Oh my god!
There you go. Use the copy to stay alive. What a play! And there you go. Zappy has the pulse bomb in hand, looking for where to punch it. Doesn't even need it. The Kasha gets taken down by their melee, but Zephyr and Blunder flying there too. Both supports down for TMU. Can they make it more?
Oh my god, TMU now just being absolutely, like, just going crazy solo.
Oh, there you have it. Solo the final kill. They're not out of this yet. Zappy though, deep in the back line, really trying to make anything happen. Does look like they are going to get another kill late though. Zephyr on Zappy. No ratting in the back lines for you, but they were able to save Solo's life, which is just so
good. Look at Blunder just holding them back right now, looking like a 1v4 in that situation. You know, Tank who more like a DPS, mitigating a lot of damage, now pushing them back once again and giving the opportunity for the team to come in and get that support and help them out push this payload forward as we go in. What Gecko is that going to go out?
Yep, we're waiting for that trigger, waiting to go. Rally and Kitsune Rush meet each other head on. Blunder just beating them down. Australia with a stick on their own Solo. Falls shortly after with a lack of support, really desperately fails. Australia makes it another, and Zappy is soon to follow. What is this momentum? What is this light that we're seeing?
What you're seeing is SW Raccoons in their force, in their element right now. Blunder just pushing them back and holding the line, while Astrali was there to provide the backup and just punish anyone who was, you know, just out of position, and also cleaning up the competition. Aqua and Zappy, after, you know, the supports as well as the tank are gone, were just picked off by Astrali there with that crazy tracer movement. And now this
Nano onto Solo though, as he sends deep into the backline. Go Monkey, go! Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to find much happening though, as Solo is taking down below half HP, and down to just barely enough to survive, but D.Va was able to get that remake mini, but the kill onto Australia, shutting down that backline menace. Does look like Zephyr though gets the copy off onto Tracer, Akasha, D-Mex, Aqua. Things are just back in freefall.
My god, and Akasha and Solo now getting the kill, and then Akasha once again with the Kiriko support getting the kill in Zappy. However, we're just getting the trade and getting the kill onto Zephyr, and now Aqua one shot away from death.
For a second time, she's not going to have that bomb to get her back in the fights. Zappy is cleaning up on the backline. Astrali though may be able to take a kill home just for safekeeping. Solo though is able to finally finish off. Blunder gets the kill onto Australia, popping the primal, and just looking to stagger as much as possible, get as much extra time as they need, all the time that they can get.
Yeah, Solo absolutely raging, you know, saying not on my watch, no more, this is enough. Just punching everyone out of the air, punching the competition away from at that point. And now Kitsune Rush gonna come and try to get that engaged, initiate another battle with D.Va at the helm, getting that initiation, and going.
There you go, Zephyr takes down Zappy. Kitsune Rush and Pulse Bomb Sleep lands onto Australia, but they're not able to execute on that. Zephyr finds the kill into Aqua. Blunder onto Oats as well, and there you have it. There they are. SFU rounding that last and final corner. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Can they finish this out?
Oh my god, let's kind of wrap. In my opinion, I think they can definitely finish this out, especially with Zephyr being able to just get those picks and just going for that amazing position. Once again, I gotta say,
go, Zappy, Aqua getting the kills back to back. Blunder dropping down low HP. Can he make it out? Echo running for dear life. Solo with the sniper. As we've known, as we've come to expect. And there you go, there's a late kill onto Akasha as well. 2 minutes left on the clock. Just gotta burn just a little bit more, guys.
Just a little bit more, but I gotta say on Team U's side, the dynamic duo again between Solo as well as Zappy. Solo, you know, just pushing in, you know, and isolating and just fragmenting the other team. And then, you know, for Zappy, they're just allowing those picks to get killed and, you know, just going off of and just punishing the opposition.
That is the massive opening that they needed, and now it looks like the rest of TMU are struggling for dear life. It is an easy cleanup, and that's going to be a team kill. 5 minutes left. There you go. There you have it. 1 minute and 22 seconds left on the clock. SFU, what are you doing?
SFU is doing the most. What I say, West Coast Blazers, let's go. SFU proving that they deserve a position in that semifinals position right now. You know, going into our next round, TMU's really got to change it up. They got to do something. I definitely saw some very much like some hero plays coming out from Solo and Zappy there, but no, I gotta see something more. I gotta see maybe a change up in composition, a change up in the roster. Not roster, sorry, my apologies. A change up in the champions that are being selected right now, the agents, anything. Like they gotta do something, or else SMU is gonna wrap this up and bring us into that deciding point match.
I am just so interested in seeing where things are gonna go from here. Because I mean, they did make that swap, right? Solo for Oats. It does seem like they're starting to struggle a little bit, at least on the Monkeys' favorite map. But hey, in their favor at least, or on their side, they are going to have the next map pick. I'm not going to try and dismiss or make excuses for them yet. They've still got plenty of room to work with on this map. But we're seeing SFU fight an uphill battle, and like we said before, that is exactly what they excel at. Now that they've got 1 minute and 22 seconds left on the pick, all they have to do is just drain and stall and get that time off of TMU's hands.
Yeah, and stall they do, because Blunder has been doing such a good job in that last round too, you know, just stalling for time and pushing back the other team. And now looking like Zephyr also too has been doing the absolute most, you know, punishing people who are just opposition away from the central team, just like getting those frags, just going absolutely crazy right now. Exchange is going forward again. 122 is the name of the game right now. So
Astrale finds the early pick onto Aqua. Just another stagger that's going to send Timu packing. I mean, this is just disorganization. The best thing I can call it. Does look like Astrale is just having a free time in the backline. Zappy gets the kill on the Zaps. The Blunder trades it back onto Oats, and without a main support, they're not going to do much. But no Mini is able to get the D-Mac down. Astrale kills Solo, but now with 2 more members gone, what is even happening?
Both teams are going to have both 2 members gone. Both tanks are going to go, and they're going to be coming back online right now. But now it looks like position's going to be a little bit hard. With Zephyr looking to punish.
There's just nobody with the range to finish the job. And now it does seem like both teams are able to reset for a 5 versus 5. Aqua though dropping low HP. Sorry, Akasha, Zephyr and Shirley in the back line on their
my god! Just so impossible. Oh my god, just the way that Solo was trying to focus on one person, however, that made the other team, the rest of his members, super vulnerable, as Astrale and Blunder were able to get some extra kills there, and now bringing the numbers advantage as they have to now reset. It's forcing that reset right now. Like, oh my
I mean,
god.
that target focus just simply wasn't really there for Timu. And now, following that up, we've got an issue on our hands as more minutes keep burning away. It's feeling like nothingness.
TMU just really just going you going for my apology. This Astrale, what am I watching? What are you doing?
Yep, there you go. Blunder absolutely taking the torch to the monkey's face, taking them down with a couple headshots.
Oh my god, Astrale, stop.
There, Astrale clutches a kill from the fleeing TMU. Yeah, there's 5 ults available though, for both sides really. Well, 5 for TMU, about 4 for SM.
Let's see how they time these ults though, because timing is going to be really the name of the game currently into this next engage with a bunch of these ults available right now. And it looks like both teams are playing a little bit more cautiously too, understanding that there are ults available from both sides. He's sitting
Monkey yet again on the back line. He's going to be forced to pop the primal pretty early, all things considered, but it doesn't look like Australia's getting caught off guard. Zephyr finds the pick up the solo. The primal not enough to save them. There also pops the clone Kitsune rush for both sides, running through the points. Oh, and there you go with caution with a double think headshot. Aqua down.
Up, down, left, right. Akasha now looking not like a support character right now, looking more like a DPS, getting a bunch of kills. Look, another one onto mid. 5-player kill streak. What am I watching right now, Spaffles? Should they be switching up the roles so Akasha can be DPS? Like, what is going on?
I mean, that was a significant ult investment. You saw TMU pop 5, and what did they get in return? As if you only popped 3. Now, with a pretty significant lead here, I don't think it's going to be much better than a full hold. But I am yet, like, I've been amazed so far this series by both teams, and I'm really looking to be surprised. This time, gosh, Akasha's TP is burst pretty early, but Zaps burns down Ashes. The hinder gets off the Blunder, but it's not going to be enough. Zephyr flying high in the sky. Blunder popping the Diva Bomb, gets the kill onto Oats. And there it is. There's the slow lead. There is the burn. And that is going to be map number 2.
That is pretty crazy. That is pretty darn crazy from what I just saw there. Let's look at the play of the game. Oh my
Man, talk about a reversal. There you have it, Blunder. I mean, if I'm gonna be real, I'm surprised that Zephyr didn't get. Oh no, it's the double deep block. Yes,
don't worry about it. We got it. You know, look at this stuff. What am I watching right now? Blunder, Australia, Zephyr, just oh my god. The absolute satisfaction that I just saw. You know how we discussed about earlier, how SW is like, oh, playing a little bit patient, more slowly, while like TMU is a little bit more fast.
I think I heard you.
Opposite there. Looks like SMU did indeed adapt to the best of 3 layout as they played a lot faster this time, taking a lot more fights, that initiative, going in and securing those rounds, that positioning, securing those kills. Just great stuff all around. And I just gotta say, I don't know about you, but the TMU switch on the roles between Oats and Solo for that tank, I think really bit them in the butt there, because I feel like Solo was like focusing on fights that were not centered around the team. He's just going off in itself, like just diving in, and just really kind of was leaving the rest of the team kind of really vulnerable. And that's where the rest of the team, Astrali, Zephyr, as well as, just like Blunder on SFU, were able to get those picks off of those people who were so vulnerable. And I think Solo didn't expect, diving in and going in, trying to kind of pick off the vulnerable players on SFU to take so long to kill those players, because they had backup. They weren't just by themselves, they were together. And definitely that team play really showed the difference between the two teams. And I think that was so decisive for deciding who got that win. And it was SFU. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, the difference between the team play is crazy.
Yeah, and it's almost like they were listening to you. The spirit of Zion just like seeping into their ears, as they really did pick up the pace on that map. And I mean, it's only natural, though. They were the ones who picked it. Now that we head on to push, where your selection really isn't that impactful, things are looking much closer to equal ground. Now, it is going to be another swap back towards the team composition that TMU held before, with Oats now reclaiming that mantle of tank, while Solo is back onto the flex support. Now, leading us into Esperanza, though, I am looking pretty, interested in seeing where things are going to go. Are we going to get more a dive? Are we going to get a little bit of rush? Are we going to get a little bunker? A little bit of poke? I mean, the sky is the limit for these guys.
I definitely think switching between Oats and Solo again,
Mhm.
going back to Oats being that main tank for them, is definitely going to be kind of a game changer. We saw on the first map that we had, TMU were able to secure a W because of the decision making made by not just Oats, but and Solo on their respective roles. Solo was on that flex pick support, Oats on that tank,
Mhm.
and the other teams, like the other teammates, on that DPS and the additional support player. Who knows? Like I feel like this switch up, going back to the original composition and original roles, is going to maybe make the biggest difference between whether they're going to secure this off of SFU or not, and secure that ever so coveted position in that semi-finals of our tournament for CIE this year.
Yeah.
I'm just really looking forward to that, because I do think that in terms of like Solo does have that ability to hit those shots, and understanding which teammates like need kind of healing, needs that extra
Mhm.
support as that player. But I do think Oats, probably from what I've saw between the two different maps, Oats has more of a, I think, more wider understanding of maybe positioning and a game sense of like, okay, I shouldn't like kind of narrow in and tunnel vision onto this one
Yeah.
player, and I should kind of back up and help my team a little bit more, and to mitigate more damage away from them, to provide more opportunity for my DPSs, for my supports to take those like picks and those kills, right? So I definitely think going back to the original role is definitely going to help. But now that SFU has always also picked up the speed and picked up that kind of that take with this last round coming in, or this last map, I definitely think
Mhm.
this is going to be quite the close matchup, quite the
Yeah.
interesting and really intense matchup between these two teams too. So like
Yeah.
we got to go in and let's take a look at what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, this is your make or break moment. This is it. If you win this match, you are going to be in contention for playing for 500, 300, or $200 split up between the top three teams. That is a lot of money generously given to us by our sponsors. So leading into this map, all the tension, all of the stakes are so high, trying to determine who the top four teams are, the top four Canadian collegiate esports organizations are, as here we have it, Esperance.
On to our push side and going to Esperanza. Let's go. Let's take a look at like any insights from your. I know you know a lot more about Esperanza than I do. That's for sure. So, what is your take on this particular map, especially for push? Like definitely an interesting map and a lot of interesting angles and the strategy and approaches that teams can go for. But I guess like,
I
what is
mean,
your take on it?
like I said before, this map just opens itself up to a lot of different play styles, and it does seem like it's going to be a best of kind of match where we're seeing TMU go back to the old reliable rush. Meanwhile, SFU sticking with what worked ever so well for them, blunder on the Diva, surrounding that with more of a dive composition. So really excited to see where this leads.
Once again, let's see the different positioning and also the roles back on the original from what we saw from the first matchup there. And now it's going to go back, and Astrali is going to take the lead and try to go to the back lane to get a little bit of damage off of the
Going in deep
machine.
on the Baptiste, forced to recall out pretty early though. 68 HP running for the kills. As Kyrian is able to heal them up, but not enough. Zappy with the opening pick. Zappy makes it 2. Can he make it 3? Yes, he does.
It doesn't. Oats and Zappy, once again, that dynamic duo. What did I say? I can't stop mentioning this duo with Oats on that tank role. The dynamic duo is back. You're able to once again get that initial take. Look at that, like they have the advantage at first, like how we saw in the first map. Like that's so crucial. Maybe this is going to be SFU's downfall, but again, I plenty of faith left in SFU to absolutely bring it back for them and take back control of the robot.
Junker Queen barely even walking up, but already on life support, dancing around that information post, trying to maintain as much life as possible. That DPS path is making it hard. Zappy with the final hit onto Blunder. Australia though making more confident in the back lane. Min falls pretty early. Solo running in deep, gets picked off by Zaps, punished for that mistake, and it does look like Australia is going to clean up the count to Zappy as well. 47 meters though is an incredibly solid push to get just off of one fight win.
mispositioning Australia, just ever so much the expert of just punishing these mispositions and getting into the back line and just going for those kills. I can't just expertly done, honestly, in my opinion. We see Australia just been very consistent this entire matchup with TMU, how they're able to just get behind enemy lines. Look at that right now. But it's gonna get spotted out by the other tracer.
Playing with fire, Aqua is running for the hills. Does seem like a considerable is going to pop off though. Australia finds the kill onto Aqua. Thanks to that increased movement speed, increased fire rates. Can we see an increased amount of kills perhaps? As Noah Oates finds the kill to Zephyr. Window on the stairs, make it a high noon as well. Zap's tags blind through the air. Are they going to pop the beat? Nobody knows. Annihilation falls in a bundle with a kill on Zappy. That was so falls soon after. And now Oates is just trying to get as much of them as possible while the beat is still available. Cleanse keeps Blunder up for just a little bit longer, but Aqua finds a kill as well. Zaps in the background falls. And even though throughout all of those picks for SFU, Oates and Aqua, they just keep barreling on forwards.
Again, Oates just identifying who's the aggressor in the team dive comp or initiating in, you know, just understanding who to focus on or who to kind of mitigate damage off of. Just so crucial, especially with Blunder, you know, originally going for the fight with Oates, but then focusing off on the switcher characters in order to get numbers advantage.
Early. Is this the opening that they need as soon as they get this first checkpoint? And it's going to be a secure though, too, because Min gets the final blow onto Blunder. It doesn't look like Dragon's going deep on the back. Zephyr deflects the lead onto Zappy. No reverse card, but Oates gets the final hit onto Zephyr as well. And that's going to be 2 meters, 1 meter, 0 meters. Operation Butt Scratch initiated. And that is going to be the checkpoint. This is the turning point on push. This is the point of no return, even as some might call it, as they're just getting so many more advantages. Australia gets to pick on the Aqua, but Akasha drops so low. Oates finishes them off.
What a close matchup right now. Now they're trying to push Robot in their favor right now. SFU Australia once again getting those picks, going in behind enemy lines, on fire with the kills currently, as the rest of the team really is. And then, you know, got Blunder as well on the Junker Queen too, trying to catch their attention as well as go for the perfect opportunity to go for that dive into the enemy lines right now.
Yep, now the point is contested, and it does look like Zephyr got thrown off for really low HP. Recall forced out of Aqua pretty early, and Zappy now on that soldier trying to mitigate that threat as much as possible. They've identified that the DPS are a really big problem for them. Shooting that Echo out of the sky is priority number 1. There you go. Zappy takes the kill onto Zephyr. Certain Rush though popped in retaliation. Are they going to be able to make something happen? Or are they going to just get walked away from it?
Zappy just being so good at tracking the players that are flying, not allowing any opportunity for those up on the sky to get any extra kills here. Tracer versus Tracer. Australia versus Aqua.
There you go. Continue to fight for TMU though. Zappy finds the burst count as that. But Australia brings it back onto Aqua. Borders up 1 HP. He's able to make things work. Oates dies, but Min is able to trade it back. And the red blue is set to continue as now Zappy is pushed against the wall. Tracer just trying to drain that ever last bit of life away from him, not able to make it quite happen. And now the bot is stuck in limbo in the middle.
Oh my god, what a great job by SFU there. Blunder, the tank going down. However, the rest of the team just holding the bot in position, not allowing the switch over for the bot to move in favor of Team U there. Really well done. And now it looks like they're going back into the battle as the engages are now come back in again with Zappy trying to push the bot now forward towards
there you have it. Australia with the early pick onto Min. There you go. That's the early support picks that you want, especially with the beats. Not going to be available for this next fight though. Zephyr 1 HP. So no getting hit by the kill shot, but there you go. Aqua's able to finish it off solo with a solo kill onto Zaps with Australia. Trades it back onto Oates. Australia with a second. Can they make it 3? Solo not quite making those shots connect like they need to. Now it looks like the Kiriko is going to get staggered out just a little bit.
Hasha and Australia once again, the amount of work that these two are doing as the DPS and support duo right now is absolutely crazy. Definitely the ones I do think are so pivotal in pushing that ball forward to that checkpoint and pushing back the rest of the team. I don't count Zephyr or Blunder out yet, but
yeah, there you go. Coffee dropped onto the Ramatra, taking another double tank lineup. It doesn't look like Beat is going to be popped in retaliation, Annihilation, and Visor as well. Not going to be able to make any picks. Never mind, it's broken to Aqua. with the opening pick on the Australia. Bundle drops really low. Aqua with a second. And there you have it. 50 meters just short of that checkpoint. And now TMU are walking that bot back across. This is their chance to widen that gap, and making sure to also retake that forward spawn is going to be ever so crucial for them. Although I'm not sure if they're going to be making it though, because Melga is on the field.
What a crucial fight there. Now it's being contested right now, but how close it was, 50 meters away, but it's just not quite enough to reach that checkpoint. And now they're being forced back to try to retake all of that space that they lost. Oh my god, what a predicament SFU is in currently.
There you go, Zappy with the opening again. It just keeps on happening. You go on Echo, you're on Silver, it doesn't matter. Zephyr is magnetic.
My god, and Zappy now providing the support up top. Charlie one shot away from death there, and now having to back up.
Oh,
and now
there you
dying to Aqua into Trajan.
There you go, both the DPS down. Tank soon to follow, maybe, as Zappy is fighting for dear life. Solo finds the lesson on the blunder after Zappy's unfortunate demise, though Akasha might be sent flying for the hills. It does seem like Tracer is going in deep, making sure that there are no shenaniganeries happening.
Looks like the switch up towards, for Blunders to switch up to Maga right there, potentially just recognizing that the team just needs a little bit more firepower there compared to the Junker Queen there. So, I don't know if that switch is going to actually be super helpful, because right now, it seems like TMU haven't doing such a good job with that Ramantra tank, as well as, Zappy and Aqua on that DPS.
Oh, now, there you go. Oh, it's flying between Hawk and a harder place. Double consider rushes are prompted to try and keep the teams up. It does seem like the Malga, though, the engage doesn't quite work out. Malga dropped incredibly low HP, able to make it back to their team just for now. But Solo finds that pick onto Zaps yet again. And there you have it.
My god, Malga trying his best, trying to get the kill.
Oh, Aqua onto Zephyr. Malga charging in deep, trying to push that advantage further. Zappy finds two. And now
oh my god, that is some crazy stuff that we're seeing here. TMU adapting is the game again. Doesn't even have to adapt the composition of their team right now, despite Blunder changing to Malga there to provide some more firepower and potentially some stronger engages coming compared to the Junker Queen. It looks like they're able to adapt with their current composition and react accordingly, which has allowed them the opportunity to now push for the bot even more, widening the gap ever so more compared to the other team. Again, 15 meters still hasn't been pushed.
Oh no, Aqua!
It's all right though. 20 seconds on the clock. Zephyr is looking for blood, really hungry for this next one.
Not just hungry, thirsty, everything. Famished for a kill. Famished for positioning.
Zappy.
Looking for a second.
While the team is regrouping, and now TMU are full on retreating. Never mind, they are full on resetting. Australia gets the kill onto Oats, and things are doomed. No escape, and the advanced spawn deactivated too. This might be one fight territory, perhaps.
How tenacious is SFU right now, pushing the robot back despite looking real bad positioning for them. They were able to stop any solo push and win that fight, allowing them opportunity to now get that checkpoint and push it into overtime. And
Yep, can you guys check the clock though? It might be ultra clock. I'm seeing 4, I'm seeing 5, I'm seeing 10 ults total. An overtime situation here.
They really gotta time this perfectly, especially Blunder, I think, with the Malga engages.
This is
going to be a little bit better. Oh my god. And now fights are going back and forth overtime. Both teams are
there's the Pokemon doesn't stick, but it gets one. The Pokemon straight onto each other. But the Malga does die inside the cage. Zephyr finds the call to Aqua. Red blue, red blue, red blue. Zappy finds one. Kenny finds a second. Oats gets the kill. And there you go. What a fitting. Never mind, don't check that. He has to touch. Zappy gets onto the point. 1v running a Tracer as soldier at point blank range. What's going to be TMU that falls it up first? And there you have TMU books their seats into the semi-finals. They are the ones that are going to keep on fighting.
What did I just watch? What happened? Like, both teams were so desperate, especially look at Zappy on that TMU. Like currently just, even though the rest of the team with the tank just dying there was able to push back the rest of the team, hold the boss allowing opportunity, time for the rest of the team to come up and provide that support and then win those fights and then just absolutely dominating the rest of that very, very tight map. The bot, like, what an amazing game that we just saw. I just gotta say, like,
Oh my god.
like, what is your reaction? Like I have so much to say, but I'm gonna let you start first. But like, oh my
I
god,
mean,
like
I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am literally sweating right now. I feel
me
like I
too.
just ran half a mile. That was a crazy tournament. It's down to the very last fight where it was just a one-on-one between Zappy and Astralis. I mean, I could feel it. I was shaking really. The Tracer versus the Soldier on the final point, 3 meters remaining. It was just everything was just tuned to perfection. I think that might have been some of the best Overwatch I've seen.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that statement. Like that very end, there's like down to the wire, nail biting, so crucial, especially. And you know, just like it looked, both teams are so hungry for it, but like it looked like TMU was just even more hungry for it. And I gotta say, the switch back from Oats and Solo definitely worked in their favor. You know, Oats was doing just such a good job on the tank as well as Solo. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you, man. Like Solo also on that flex support, definitely more suited to that role and definitely provided a lot more impact, in my opinion, compared to that second match roundup that we had. And look, I just want to say too, like I feel like the Junker Queen pick was okay in the beginning, but because they saw so little kind of like, I guess like return off that Junker Queen pick, switching to Maga was a really good decision. But I do wish that they started with the Maga. I wish they started with that tank pick in the beginning, you know, because I do think potentially that composition just required a little bit more firepower. And I definitely think Maga was a good pick there, but you know, again, probably didn't not have enough time to kind of adapt accordingly there. And you know, I gotta say, TMU, what a game! As much as I love SFU, like Simon Fraser University Raccoons, like I gotta tip my hat off to the bold team, to TMU, with that bold play they had at the end too. Absolutely crazy stuff.
And Toronto man's chest held high. That was a beautiful series of events. And I mean, I cannot discount either team though. As much as I'm feeling pretty patriotic, it doesn't really discount what SFU were able to accomplish, right? Taking this all the way to the very end. All of the maps were just so close. We're gonna forget Pariso happened, but all of the maps were just so close, and they're just about to get even closer as our next series has been decided to be TMU Bold versus What Are the Warriors. So make sure you guys tune into that after this break.
Yeah, semifinals position, definitely one of the things. And before we go into the break, let's take a quick little moment to thank our sponsors. For example, TELUS Arena, or TELUS, co-title sponsor. Yeah, so TELUS Arena is the best place for Canadian gamers to play, improve their skills through the free coaching from the pros, or to compete to win thousands of dollars in prizes. I know you guys got some student loans. That'll definitely help. Whether you're a casual gamer looking to learn or a pro gamer looking to win, there's a place for you at TELUS Arena. With monthly events across a variety of games, there is always something going on. Make sure to join the TELUS Arena Discord to stay updated on all of their activities. And for the Twitch command, it's TELUS Arena before, after the exclamation mark. And of course, for the Discord, make sure to join discord.gg/TELUS-Arena. And that's again, discord.gg/TELUS-Arena. So make sure to check them out. Thank you so much for TELUS for sponsoring our CIE channel. And we'll be right back for another exciting match for our semifinals.
Yeah, thank you guys. Love you. Bye.
When I first heard about the TELUS esports series, I was like, there's no way.
I was absolutely stoked. You don't really hear about esports at all in Canada, let alone from a big company like TELUS.
Canada does have a scene, and we do have people who are thriving towards getting us into that bigger picture.
2 versus 1, and it should be their game. The Bronze Manobos from second, now finally find first.
Simply put, the TELUS esports series is esports for everyone. It's our take on what we think the esports industry should look like and where we think it should go. It's way more fun to compete for something when there's something on the line. And the TELUS esports series gives players of all skill levels opportunities to experience that. We really want to make the gaming experience more fun for everyone, and we want to help the gaming industry evolve and grow the way that it should. And I think the time is right for it.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Definitely was expecting that one. Hello. We are coming live at you all with the semi-finals to the Canadian Intercollegiate Exhibition Overwatch Tournament. That's a mouthful and a half, right? So here we have it. These are our semi-finalists on this side of the bracket. We've got TMU Esports, as you all just watched, coming up against the Waterloo Warriors.
Yeah, and Waterloo Warriors first seed, so they're definitely the team to beat, in my opinion. There are some titans in our current tournament right now, so definitely TMU has got their work cut out for them. And don't forget, this tournament and the semifinals we're going to be going in is going to be a positioning or a fight for that first place ever coveted $500 prize, with second place getting $300 and third place getting the $200 prize pool. So we'll see. If they do lose here, they're not out just yet. They're just gonna have to fight for maybe a lower position, but still get compensation potentially. So yeah, let's move on to the teams. Let's take a look.
I mean, again, for the guys in the back, both of these teams, no matter which one wins or loses, they will be continuing on to the tournament date tomorrow, where we're going to have our best of 5 series. We're going to be fighting for third place, followed up by the grand finals match. So make sure you guys tune in for those, but not to get too ahead of ourselves, though. We've got the TMU Bold.
Let's take a look at this team right now. Underdogs coming in and challenging the Waterloo Warriors. It's going to be Zappy on the DPS with the ever so perfectly smart H2 Drogan on the DPS as well. And then we got, sorry, my apologies. Then we got the tank and also Solo and Min on that lovely support role there. And let's go into you to their challengers, the Waterloo Warriors. Let's do introduction for them too.
Yep, so Waterloo are our number 1 seed in this tournament, and they came in hot, taking down the University of Alberta Honore in a 2-0 fashion. We've got ineffably, just kidding, right? Ineffabilis, sorry, ineffably. Anyways, we'll figure out how to say that later. We've also got badges on the DPS. We've got Akira on the tank, followed up by Meister and Tomathan as your supports.
Definitely a match to look forward to. And again, Waterloo Warriors are going to be the number 1 team to beat currently, in my opinion. And the underdogs, TMU, we did see how they played so well in the last game against the Simon Fraser University Raccoons. But let's see how they go against the Warriors. It's going to be a different kind of game style, maybe even more intense. They are going to be in that ever so vulnerable position, but potentially strong position as the underdogs coming to challenge that top seeder. So I definitely got my eye out for them, and gotta say, got any biases there? I know you were biased towards TMU earlier, so I don't know. Are you still? Oh,
I mean, okay. You know how it is, right? It's you gotta rep your hometown, right? Especially since UFT Overwatch, they kind of dipped out in the last round as well. They didn't quite make it. So, the last bastions of Toronto University or University of Toronto, pick your poison, right? But I mean,
TMU has been quite the consistent players in the scene, or the team in the scene. They've been really, really strong in their battles or their matches against other schools, and they definitely have a really, really good chance of winning this. But I am a little bit more biased towards Waterloo. I'm sorry, I'm not a TMU hater. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like a little bit more biased towards Waterloo, just because Waterloo has just been, again, some of the largest, like one of the best teams in the current Canadian collegiate scene for Overwatch. We've seen how well they've been playing their past matches, as well as the strategies that they've been pulling out of their little bag of tricks and their utility bag, and I definitely think that they might have just maybe a slight edge to TMU. But once again, I could be proven wrong, so I am definitely open to a good series on our hands right now. And I definitely think it is going to be one of the most exciting matches that we saw, probably rivaling the match that we just saw previously between TMU as well as SFU there. So I don't know, I'm excited.
I mean, I am too. It's hard not to be, especially with these lineups. that we're seeing with these rosters. Sorry, a little bit of a slip. We've
Mhm.
got, I mean, where do we think that these are going to go? I mean, you can also deflect the question back to me. I mean, out of these maps that we've seen so far, it's been kind of a different flavor every single time. Like, what are you kind of expecting here, especially like with these previews?
I mean, like for TMU, right? We saw how Oats as well as Solo were kind of on that like role change earlier between the two different maps that we saw when they went against SFU. I do think that again, I think Oats on that tank role is a lot more effective for the team as a whole, as well as Solo on the flex support compared to kind of their roles being reversed. And I do think that them having like recognizing that from that last matchup between with SFU that maybe these roles are like more solid and more just like just stronger as a whole. Seems like they are kind of like adapting to the competition as they go, and it looks like they have had plenty of time and plenty of rounds and plenty of competition or matches to kind of like secure that kind of composition in line. And I definitely think that's going to put them in such a good position in terms of going against Waterloo, who is a really well established team as well. But I'm definitely looking forward to how Waterloo is going to take advantage of any of the weaknesses within TMU's kind of like comp. TMU, we did see how they are kind of more an adaptive team in my opinion, like as we saw like the switch in the roles earlier. So but sometimes between trying to adapt to like different kind of strategies, different kind of lineups or roles, there can be kind of weaknesses within their onset or trying to kind of snowball the adaptation to actually work, right? And I do think Waterloo might be able to just find those kind of cracks and just kind of exploit those weaknesses within their competition. And I think that could be the name of the game here, which is going to like give Waterloo the kind of edge to win against TMU Bold. While I feel like Waterloo maybe has like more, I guess, solid strategies in a way. Maybe they could be a little bit stubborn and not be able to adapt as well as Bold, but whether that stubbornness is like going to work in their favor because they know like they have a true kind of like true and tried compositions and strategies compared to maybe like TMU Bold, and or whether that's going to be their downfall where they're unable to adapt to the current situation or like the rosters or like or the composition. It could lead to kind of a snowball for TMU to win their matches and win their maps. So I definitely think that's going to be an element to this very crucial matchup between the two.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm really interested in seeing where things are going to go, especially since, little bit of snooping around. I checked out what happened on the B stream. Shout out to BMO_next level, by the way, for having that other perspective going on. But we did see that Waterloo in the last series actually played a very similar comp to what SFU did, where they had that Diva, they had the Tracer, but instead of an Echo, it was actually a Cassidy. So I'm really interested in seeing, well, what's going to really happen, because UFT already looked shaky enough facing off against SFU, and that you Waterloo are undoubtedly a tier above, right? So piling in that same comp that gave UFT such a hard time in the first place really got me wondering where things are going to go.
And maybe they're just like a more well-practiced team, and because they are like, as you said, like such a titan of a team and so strong, having the time and opportunity
so strong,
to
so fearless. Yes.
okay. Like, anyways, like because they're such a strong team, they've had the time and maybe the opportunity to kind of solidify their strategies and solidify their transitions too. Well, I feel like maybe like TMU Bold has been like kind of switching back and forth, like allowing new kind of like agents or new kind of champions coming in compared to maybe Waterloo. They maybe have like a set strategy, like, oh, if you're going to transition to this person can also transition to this to back up a little bit faster, or a little bit like a little more effectively. So I think definitely the two teams are very different in how they maybe operate, but whether or not Waterloo's gonna come out on top or TMU Bold's gonna come out on top is really to be seen in this matchup between the two teams. And I definitely think it's gonna be very exciting, but again, bias towards Waterloo like Warriors here, I'm not gonna lie. So
well, I mean,
we'll see what happens.
I do think it's pretty funny how you called them like three different things, but still didn't get heroes.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Like heroes to agents, to, or
heroes,
no, it's
agents,
not heroes.
champions, everything. Like, what can I say?
I mean, it is what it is, right? Every game wants to have their own little unique thing, and I mean, well, you got to pay respect to your founding forefathers, and that in this case is Overwatch, being one of those founding fathers of the hero shooter gang. Please, TF2 players, do not get after me. I know you exist. I know you're out there. Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you. So sorry. Please don't hate us. We love you.
Hey, at least this game's still getting updates.
Oh my god! Stop it! You're gonna cause a war in the chat right now, guys. Just so you know, I'm completely separate from this guy. Okay, like I have my own opinions. Okay, I do not agree with everything he says. Right? Hand on my heart, hand on the Bible right now. Like, you gotta be careful.
What no Overwatch content does to a silly goose.
Oh my god, we'll really see. Well, I'm actually because like I personally we didn't see how Waterloo Warriors went against the University of Alberta, which was on the B stream earlier. Shouts to them again. I definitely am looking forward to how they play against like TMU Bold once again. And we did see how like TMU was like during the game, they're just like they started off super strong. They've always been like very quick on the pickup and really quick on like getting that momentum to favor them in the beginning. And I wonder whether that's going to play out true against the Waterloo Warriors as well. I don't know like what you think, because like it looks like they have a really, really strong like strategy to just start off really strong. And I don't know if that's going to contest with maybe Waterloo Warriors, who also have that kind of same strategy, or whether they're also more like an SFU team where they will play a little bit more back, allow that momentum to go towards opposition first, but then slowly but surely kind of like bring it back, and like secure the momentum in their favor. I'm not super sure. So I don't know what you think, but that's definitely a point of contention between the two. So
yeah, well, I mean, seeing where things are going, right, and the way that these guys are going to come head to head, I think the time for theory has passed, and I think the time for action is now. We're getting ready, we're getting locked in, and we're going to get moving, heading into control for our first, sort of skirmish between these two teams. Reminder for everybody in the chat, this is a best of 5 series, our first one tonight, first to 3 if you call it that, much rather. Our map order is going to be control, followed up by hybrid, push, escort, and flashpoint. So a little bit different than the OWCS / Overwatch League / Collegiate, whatever format that we've grown used to, but I feel like it's going to strike a little bit nicer of a balance between all those different kinds of play styles, especially because it's going to be spicy watching Flashpoint be last map if things do end up going to that tiebreaker finish. The teams are 2-2, but enough getting ahead of ourselves. Now we are about to get in. Our map has been decided. It's going to be Lijiang Tower.
Return of Lijiang Towers. Let's go. My absolute favorite for Overwatch. I'm not going to lie. I'm definitely looking forward to that as we jump into the game. And again, because it's best of 5, it allows a little bit more space and a little bit more wiggle room for any mistakes, right? For any like slow kind of adaptations or slow adjustments towards the opposing team strategy. So whether the teams want to play super fast or they want to play slow can go either way. I definitely think playing it slow is going to be helpful in this best of 5, just because there's a lot more room to make these mistakes. But yeah, let's go into the game and let's take a look at what's up.
Yeah, I mean, call me Papa John's because I'm hot and I'm ready. I'm ready to get going. Lijiang Towers. Yeah! Let's go.
Are you ready to rumble? TMU Esports versus the Waterloo Warriors.
Yep, there.
Great.
Yeah, go. Roster is getting shown off pretty early. There is still room for them to change, but it does seem like both teams are getting ready to roll out on the Ramatra rush.
Looks more like a mirror comp between the two, minus the Sojourn as well as the Cassidy between the two. But the Ramatra has been quite the consistent pick for TMU, and looks like Waterloo Warriors are also looking to get that Ramatra pick, knowing how strong and how effective it is when in the right hands. So let's take a look. Oh, actually, minus that. Sorry. Actually, no. Back again. My God. My brain. Arissa and now Ramatra.
For a loop. Wow. The last decision, or last choice. last second changes, you know, making sure that these things work out. You know how it is.
Well, good. It looks like they're gonna lock it in now. Going back to the Ramacha pick, and Engages will come in. Inevitable, getting a lot of good damage off of the two. The two
there you have it. Badges with
my
the first
God.
blood. Tomatin takes down Solo's immortality as well. Things are heating up really quickly, and even though they were able to find the first pick, it does seem like TMU were able to get the first cap, but Solo falls to Badges. Badges going in deep, but Zappy taking them right back out. Ineffable Bliss gets the kill.
My God.
Oh, it's Aqua trades it back, but Akiba just
Akiba is just finishing off the competition. You know, Zappy on the Cassie was able to get a pick there, but unfortunately was kind of separated from the rest of the team, so allowed Akiba the opportunity to punish him and get that kill there, allowing them, the University of Waterloo Warriors, to kind of secure the first momentum towards their favor.
Oh no, Zappy finds a big pick onto Badges, caught off guard. Now Waterloo are on the back foot. Tracer threatening the backline. Is she able to get a pick?
My God.
Ineffable is there. Unstoppable. Trying to take them out. Zappy, though, with the high noon, zoning the team off of the point. Akiba, though, finds the pick onto Min. Even though they did cap the point, double windows staring at each other. Windows 10, call it that. Badges takes down the immortality with the pulse bomb. Meister with the pick. Akiba, Meister with a second onto Zappy.
Oh my God, allowing the capture point to now again go towards Waterloo Warriors again. Oh my God! Aqua getting killed onto Tomatin there. Again, as I was saying, the kind of switch up between getting off point to allow TMU to take a little bit of space, but then, you know, re-aggressing and then capturing the point once again, you know, taking advantage of people being like off position, was so smart by Waterloo Warriors. They were playing it so well. And now Engages, Badges, trying to go for some picks, you know, just kind of allowing Aqua to not be
there you
with
have
his
it. Oats
team.
caught in the crossfire, saved, but just barely by the immortality. Akiba finds to pick up the Zappy. There's going to be a beat to follow it up. Overclock finds one, finds two. Badges finds a third, and there it is.
Inevitable and infallible right now, just getting all of those kills, just flicking. We saw the flick earlier onto, you know, Aqua, who was on the Tracer, the crazy stuff. And now look at Badges too, playing a little bit more forward, trying to just draw their attention and just get the people who are a little bit squishy on the side. And now Aqua too, finding back to the Tracers. Tracer versus Tracer, who's gonna win it off? And Badges in the meantime,
Solo was the loser though, and Ineffable Bliss gets one, gets two, and the team is forced back even further. 80% of the point going over to Waterloo. Aqua misses the spawn doors, but this is their moment. This cannot end now. There is 10% left of the point. TMU have to find a way to contest this. Aqua setting up with the triple blinks is going to be able to make it, but just for how long? Badges with an opening pick onto Zappy. That stick is revenge for earlier. And there you have it. Oats falls as well.
You're crazy.
Zappy, Aqua gets the touch, but not gonna be there for long. Solo with a pick on the Badges, though. It's not quite over. Not quite yet. Aqua's forced into a recall, but Tomatin with the window, just making sure there is absolutely no chance for TMU to come back into this.
What a quick, what a quick win by Waterloo there. Just in general, Ineffable with that positioning on top, which allowed this clear line of sight into that potential entry point by their team, and also the ability of Waterloo to push back TMU all the way into their spawn. The amount of space they have to re-clear and re-acquire, and just in general was just crazy. Waterloo was playing that so smartly, which allowed them that very fast, secure, very fast W on that point there. And now going to the second round here, TMU is gonna really have to do something about how well Waterloo is playing. They have to kind of anti-strat or do something, you know, like I need to see a little change up in maybe like composition or just like how they're approaching this, because Waterloo is just going absolutely crazy right now.
Yeah, and now picking up momentum back again. Both teams not really changing anything at all. Badges on the flank, looking like a little bit of a ratty player, but Aqua there to match, making sure that the Tracer is forced back, at least just for now, as Akira forcing their way up onto the point. It does seem like TMU are taking the advantageous position
It does seem like they're going to be able to get a cap on uncontested. Badges, though, on the backline.
Oh my
Aqua
God, Badges?
retreating 4-0 life, forced to recall back into the fight, but Oats finds an opening, pick up the Thomas.
Oh my God.
But that reflects the point. Their life is going to be drained slowly, but surely Min finds one, Oats finds another, and that is the fight all cleaned up.
Yeah, Min and Oats coming for revenge from that last play, you know, just challenging Waterloo, saying it's not over yet. We have more fight left in us, and now holding them back in that choke point, but keeping them up. But Waterloo now going in for the engage, but looks like Oats is trying to get
No, Baptiste caught off guard. Solo falls first, and Neverbillis with the Sojourn railgun with the shots, making them work. Oats is soon to follow. Aqua makes their mark on the backline, though Akiba making sure those trades are all in vain. Min falls off the wall. It's taken down slowly after, and it is 33%, making its way over to TMU's bank.
The ability for Waterloo's team to just kind of like the tracing on the aim is crazy. Akiba was able to kind of do such an effective tracing, which allowed that kind of kill to be secured, as well as Ineffable again with the gun. Like it's a freaking rail gun at that point. This kill. What did I just watch? Aqua got a kill at the Badges. Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah,
More
oh my
time.
God, going even further with the push bomb. It's not going to make anything stick, though. And that's okay. You got the window onto the middle of the points.
God.
Oh my
Solo
God, Waterloo sent
Aqua.
absolutely packing Tomathan falls. It's just a series of Baptiste kills back and back over again. Pulse bomb sticks onto Min, finds the kill. Are they going to be able to keep themselves in it? It's going to be a no. Because TMU do not get the cap.
Oh my God, trading back for now can contest the point and trying to capture the point once again, but Badges is there to contest the capture, but it's gonna be 2v1 situation, holding back as much as possible, trying to buy as much time. But look, now the team is here for the backup. Badges has bought enough time for the team to now reposition and regroup, and now the point goes back towards University of Waterloo Warriors.
Finds the kill to Thomas, then again the Baptiste is down. No flex support remaining. Overclock comes up from Neverbillis. But Aqua takes them down. That ult is rendered all but useless as Badges finds the kill onto Solo just at the end of the fight. That's going to be TMU now drawing themselves ahead, slowly but surely rising up above.
Badges, you know, just buying so much time for the University of Waterloo to come back and regroup and then recapture that point. But unfortunately, the overwhelm coming from the TMU side was able to shift that momentum in their favor again as they have the point captured. And now University of Waterloo
running it in, maybe running it down, manages to stabilize a little bit. Badges with a stick. Immortality gonna run your way all but useless. Aqua dropping down to just 10 HP. Recall saves them, but Oats with the opening kill onto Akira. There you go. There you have it. Kiriko TP's just a little bit too late, and now TMU with a dominant position on the point. 90% to go. Is Akiba going to be able to make it back in time? Solo finds a pick onto the Badges in the back line. Min with the kill onto Sojourn. No DPS left alive for Waterloo as Oats finds another one. Stick onto the remote try. There he's gone.
What a pivotal kill. Aqua sticking the bomb onto Akiba, their tank. Now tank is not alive anymore, which allows them, you know, allows the rest of the team to be so much more like squishy. And Min too, with that crazy, you know, running around the movement, the movement. And that's gonna have to go towards TMU. TMU has been so good at adapting now. Like, look at this momentum that they have, and now it's gonna be 1-1. Now both teams are now trying to win 1 point off each other, but all things are tied up, so it can go either way.
Yeah, now as teams are headed towards Gardens, right, this beacon in the middle of the map surrounded by a lot of water, both of these Lucios are going to get to show their prowess, perhaps. And it does seem like both teams are going to be sticking to their guns, doing it yet again. I mean, this has just been so closely matched up.
Not even just closely matched up. This has been a nail biter of a series right now. As look at Zappy getting those shots in, but it's getting kind of punched right now by the other team, being slightly out in the open. And Aqua again taking advantage of the positioning, trying to go for some picks onto the squishier character support as well as ZPS, while the tank is kind of
making sure to buy more space for their team. Though it does look like first cap is looking like it's going to go over the way of TMU. Bold Badges just not really able to find a way to force themselves into this fight. Baptiste's getting taken down first.
BAP on BAP action as Solo is the one who secures the kill. Min with a kill onto their counterpart. Is this Mirror Watch? We're just seeing each other take off their equivalents.
Oh my god, again, TMU with that momentum, with the first engage going towards them, but Aqua as well, I feel like has just been doing such a good job going back and forth in and out of the battle, distracting not only the DPS, the tanks, and the supports, but also just getting some damage off. And
There you go, Meister moves Min off the map. Now Window though trying to bring things back, but no, Meister again. MVP Zappy gets a kill onto them, though Solo gets a follow-up onto an Village, but Oats is there again. Oh my god.
Oats strong-arming the competition right now with the 3K. He's on fire. And now the points being contested right now between the two different teams, with Badges trying to hold back the TMU team as Waterloo trying to get a position, trying to get a grip onto the point once again to contest it.
Yep, things are just getting dragged out longer and longer as Waterloo does have this cap. They are incentivized to keep feeding in. That's going to be a window. That's going to be a beat. That's going to be a high noon in retaliation. Can he make it work? No, everybody's going to play hide and go seek, but Min finds the kill onto Meister. Aqua cleans up Akiba. Now, the TMU are back in the driver's seat.
Oh my god, Oats. I can't. I'm so sorry. I literally cannot stop focusing on Oats right now. Oats has been just such a absolute unit on the tank role of Ramatra. You know, just absolutely mitigating so much damage and setting the team up for success, especially on the point right now. Look at the 3 engage once again.
Oh my god, Solo drops down to 1 HP. Annihilation from Akiba takes down Oats. And here they're looking like they're getting stronger with all the ultimates that they just used. Badges and Akiba finding more picks. Min dropped off the wall, just swatted just like that. And Aqua, trying to stall out for as much time as possible, is able to get them just barely 79%.
The aim coming from University of Waterloo right now, Effable as well as Akiba tracking the other team and now pushing them back. Blue think they should be taking a little bit more space on this choke point. However, allowing them to kind of go towards or like kind of manipulating their position and putting them in maybe like a better kind of situation right now. But both teams are still gonna go for that contest.
Oh, there's the stick on the immortality is investing to keep the Cassidy alive. Badges with a nice force. Akiba though dropped down incredibly low HP. Oats even lower as now Baptiste is looking to use that window. Not quite able to yet before the team does stabilize. They are walking up pretty nice and aggressively. Solo gets half himself taken down by just a random headshot. That's a window in the middle of the point. Zappy takes down Akiba. And Oats taking down Tomathan's immortality. High noon splitting the point down the middle. But it does look like TMU are going to have no issue in avoiding it as Meister drops down low. Aqua finds the pick onto Tomathan, and there, without your flex supports, there's not much sticking you're going to be able to do.
Oh my god, now the point's going to be captured by TMU, but don't count them out just yet. Waterloo still got plenty of fight left in them, but they are running out of time. The clock is ticking, the percentage is being captured, 88, 89, and now to 90, 10% left to be captured. They got to do something quick or else it's going to pull into overtime.
Yep, High Noon invested trying to zone off these members, make sure that they cannot get in on the contest. Aqua dropping incredibly low HP, almost drops off the map, forced to use the recall, but the beat is there to follow it up, as well as the window. Waterloo are investing so heavily in the fight, and it's working out for the top that finds the pick of the Zappy. Final hit onto Solo as well. Aqua now looking for those turns and retreats, and oh my god, almost just 1 HP. Aqua manages to live, gets the kill onto Meister though, making that work, making that magic happen in the backline. Now Billis gets the kill onto Oats. Now Min is just trying to stall things out as long as possible. Aqua as well. Aqua finds one. It's not going to be quite enough. Now that things are dragged out a little bit more, we are most likely going to be able to see another touch coming out, and it's going to be a really big game.
What an amazing play by Waterloo. They're switching over to the Orisa compared to the Ramatra, giving them the opportunity to go for more dive com and play a little bit more aggressive, to take control of the site instead of playing back a little bit more. As now Zappy is trying to look for something.
Oh my god, almost let the overtime counter go. What? No, Aqua gets pulled into their own post bomb, and Badges and Bill is finding up the kill, picking up the slack. And there you have it, Waterloo absolutely straightened out. They wrung out TMU for all they had left, and that's going to be the University of Waterloo Warriors taking map 1.
Oh my god. Let's take a look at this play first by Akiba. As for Mantra, again, what did I say? That tracking is going absolutely crazy. Look at that positioning. 1, 2, getting all those kills and putting Inevitable and the rest of the team in such a good position, securing that point. 10-player kill streak on fire. And I just got to say once again, like, what a smart switch from Ramatra to Orisa. You know, allowing the opportunity and the chance to kind of be more aggressive in that engage and dive into the fight to contest the site and contest the point, just like more than you would be able to with Ramatra. What a smart switch up for University of Waterloo. And I think that was definitely the turning point, which allowed them to secure that map off of TMU, especially at the ever so nail-biting overtime portion at the very end there. Like, what a close matchup, what a close fight. And I just gotta say, that ability to adapt, once again, Overwatch adaptation is the name of the game for Overwatch, honestly. And University of Waterloo just displayed an absolute masterclass in the ability to, like, just having game sense as well as in decision making in that sense. Like, well done by the two teams.
I mean, things did come down to the wire, but now that we are in full-on best-of-5 mode, there is still a lot of opportunity for TMU to come back into this. Waterloo have to win one more map just to bring us to series points. So things are getting, you know, a little more drawn out, and it's going to be another chance for TMU Bolts to kind of prove that this is their spot. Now, heading into Kings Row next is going to be another just classic back-to-back.
Classic back-to-back indeed. And Kings Row, as we said earlier in the stream, one of your favorites, and also quite the, you know, highlight map for Reinhardt, you know, and we're looking forward to see whether the teams are going to go for maybe that kind of meta Reinhardt pick, or whether they're still going to stick with that Ramatra and potentially Orisa picks as well. But, you know, looking at the two teams, I do not doubt that it's going to be quite the exciting game on Hybrid on Kings Row, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. But TMU, you know, are, again, looking still more like the underdogs, you know, over, you know, the University of Waterloo Warriors do have one leg up on them, but I do not doubt that TMU got plenty of fight left in them. They got the tenacity that we saw in the previous series too, and I definitely think that they are not going to let this map go without a fight, if it even does like let go to University of Waterloo Warriors. So yeah, TMU definitely got a really good chance on this.
I mean, this map certainly does play into their strengths and making sure that they are going to continue to be able to use those rush comps, those brawl compositions, and kind of hunker down with their teams. Right now, looking into this next match, we're going to be having a pretty spicy wager in the next chat. It seems like the winner gets 2 whole nuggies. So, I mean, if you weren't invested before, you better be invested right now, because this is where things get serious.
This is where things get exciting, serious, nail-biting, anxious, nervous, all the emotions that you can think of for a semi-final series. It's gonna go in right here. And now let's move into this map as we go into, once again, Hybrid Kings Row up next between University of Waterloo Warriors against the Toronto Metropolitan University of Bold, you know, and bold they are as they're challenging this absolute unit of a team. But once again, they got tenacity, they got a fight in them, and I'm definitely looking forward to this next map we're going in.
Yeah, I mean, again, I just I'm like humming and hawing, right? I'm thinking here. I'm wondering if it's gonna be a little bit cooking, a little bit shenaniganery. Is teams are gonna look pretty crafty on this map, right? Because we've just seen it so much that teams, even to this day, they really still have a lot of pocket picks, a lot of little maneuvers that they can pull out. Now, I don't really think that we're going to be seeing a comp like this from Waterloo. It's probably going to get swapped off to something a little bit more traditional. But I mean seeing a Bastion,
I love Bastion though. Bastion is so good. I love Bastion. I'm like,
he does have a cute Lego spray. I'll give him that. I think that's like the nicest thing to say about Bastion.
I love Bastion so much, especially like the shorts, like from Overwatch. Definitely one to watch. But
okay, but like the short came out like 5 years ago. Come on, you can't hold on to the short for this long. Bastion sympathizers. Oh, they walk out of the spawn room with Bastion, with the Hanzo. Nope, make it Venture actually. Nope, Tracer. Oh.
Don't worry about that.
But look at that.
Thank you,
Zappy
Goldie.
getting tossed around, tossed and turned. Immortality
Akiva!
barely able to save them, but not for long as Zappy gets taken down by Badges. That's first blood making its way over to Waterloo. Warriors, and then Fabilis is getting tossed.
TMU is doing quite the good job in holding their positioning right there, as inevitable as Badges try to find some sort of kill as they can. A lot of firepower coming in, trying to push them back, breaking the walls, separating the fights there. As one person, look at that. Oh my god, now they're capturing the point and doing what.
I mean, the fight is continuing to be drawn out, and Fabilis gets taken down by Oats. Oats finds out second, and there you go. I wrote them off, but nope, they're back with a vengeance. Zappy with the kill onto Akiva, finally taking them down. It looks like Baptiste is going down really slowly. Tomata with the kill onto Solo, making sure the door is wide open now for Waterloo. If they're able to regroup faster, you have to respond. They are going to be able to back the Min with a even later kill onto Badges. Make sure that things are kind of simmering down a little bit, leaving things out there.
Yeah, Badges, doing a good job in trying to get that damage in. However, he's getting picked off quite easily by Aqua as well as Zappy. And also Oats just doing a really good job again on that Ramattra tank roll. And now again, it's Tracer versus Tracer, as both of them are going good roll for those engages right now.
Yeah, Aqua just taking a moment to reposition there as Badges finds their way out with 1 HP. Window on the middle of the point, and Fabilis taking down Solos of Immortality, though. Oats gets dropped down to such low HP. Pulse Bomb sticks, but Immortality sticks harder. Kiwa dropped down low HP. Oats finds the kill, and TMU are here to stay. Maestro finds the pick onto Solo. Give me no flex support left, and no life either for Zappy as well. With the Min is there in return. Lucio Mafia, rise up, crap. On the offense. Window. Gonna put an end to the shit. Oh no, never mind. There you go. You have it. As well. And Min leads the charge, taking out an Fabilis, but Oats falls short after.
Oh my god, Badges.
To go.
Quite back and forth going in, trading kills back and forth too. But then at the end, Universe Water comes out on top and captures the point as they now move to push that payload past each checkpoint accordingly. But don't forget, TMU, we just saw, have not been letting them have it easy. They've been absolutely shooting back, fighting back with all that they got, and especially with the combination of the Oats on the Ramattra, we got the Tracer with Aqua. They're not going to let
things are looking to pop off though. Bastional getting in early. Zappy taking down Min as well. Out of nowhere, seemingly Annihilation pop just to secure the last two while you're at it. Why?
What the heck?
And that is going to make sure they have a really smooth, comfortable advance through the streets of Kingsway.
100%. And a lot of people doubting that Bastion. We know that as Bastion is not as movable, as not nimble as other DPS players or DPS heroes, I'm sorry, but in exchange a lot more firepower, and especially in such a tight map.
Yeah, Badges is spotted out though on the flank, but almost gets taken down by a swift barrage of bullets, and the fight is going to be drawn out more as the contest comes out onto the point. But TMU are completely unaware of this Bastion flank. You said immobile. I just think you're not thinking with portals.
Oh my
god. Badges finds an early pick onto Aqua. Akiva down onto Zappy. Beast follows it up to make sure that nothing can go sideways. The Solo gets taken down shortly after. That's no casualties for Waterloo. While they are able to get all the picks that they needed to secure second.
Oh my god, and that just cleans up Min at the end. I know, I gotta say, that extra firepower allowed by the Bastion DPS is absolutely crazy, especially with the ult coming in online, with those tight angles that, the other team, TMU, has to push through. It just creates such a detrimental wall for TMU to have to climb over, in my opinion. This is going absolutely crazy, and now they have to look for a little bit something else.
Solo drops low HP. But Aqua stood up to take his place, and he is going to die for it. His Badges with the nice kill, dodges the pulse bomb and gets the melee after that. Sends a pulse bomb of their own, not able to make anything work. But you know what they say, pulse bomb, if it doesn't stick, it's a zoning ult. And if it does, well, Immortality ensues about it. So, I mean, did it really gonna get a kill? No, probably not. But a continuing rush is, as it pops out. Window Bastion on the flank. They just didn't know. And Akiva was able to finish off of 1 HP. Oh, those are the flank plays that you're looking for. As Meister finds the pick on to Solo. TMU left scrambling as the Waterloo advance is just unstoppable. Now they do spot out Aqua though, who is crouched around the corner, not knowing though it is going to be a quick pick up for Ineffabilis on the point.
And everyone, I don't know if everyone saw that, but Tomathan hit a nasty flick shot there too on the kill. And now the point's going to be contested once again. It's trying to stop the payload as much as possible. However, Waterloo is not allowing that to happen. They're still pushing back, holding it down as much as possible. Oh my God. Oh,
I mean, there's just no amount of healing that can save Oats right now, but Midden's gonna find the pick on the Meister. The map.
Oh
What?
my God. Just everything is just super chaotic as the last push is being made
Oh my
right
God,
now.
Min forced to amp heals in the corner, gets a big stick onto Oats. Oats drops even lower HP, but Min with the beats able to save him last second. 2 minutes remaining. Can we burn out the clock even more? Just a minute would go before TMU are in a more comfortable position. But things are starting to heat up though. Bastion making their presence known. That's a corner kill onto Aqua. Putting into the thick of things as Oracle. Was not being retaliation. And it's at 2-9. Nobody was able to touch the point. Nobody was able to prevent it. And even though they had the ultimates online, they just didn't touch.
No, this is just what can you say in that situation? Even though a lot of members went down and had to back up and kind of regroup for that last push there, just the ability that Akiba has to maintain the front and keep the rest of TMU back while the rest of his team is kind of regrouping. What an amazing an absolute masterclass in how a tank should be played. And just, oh my God, I'm just absolutely baffled at that last push. Like, it looked like TMU was gritting their teeth, trying their best to push back. It just wasn't enough. And now as we're going on this switch over, let's see if they can actually recreate the success that University of Waterloo had, or are they going to crumble under the pressure and under the plays that Waterloo has compared to them?
I mean, you could call me pretty baffled.
Yeah, it's pretty baffled. Yes, indeed.
Well, I mean, no, please don't make this into a thing. Anyways, now 1 minute and 48 seconds on Waterloo's clock. It is a very, very, very comfortable spot to be in, and now the onus is on TMU to act. If they're not able to cap all 3 points with at least 1 second of time remaining, they are going to be forced to play for a draw. That is if they make it there in the first place, because it looks like Waterloo are pretty comfortable where they are right now.
Not even just comfortable, they're confident. Like the way that the teammates and like the heroes are moving is really showing how like just comfortable they are in this particular map and also a hybrid as well. Like look at how they're playing, the way they're playing and the way they're positioning themselves and like going off each other is really, really smart.
Yeah, oh my God, Aqua tossed around, not even phased. I'm gonna after this Tracer, gonna keep going. Badges onto Zappy. That's first blood for you. All his Badges though is getting sent packing.
Looking like slowly but surely that they're pushing forward. Now they're having to push TMU back. TMU is still stuck in that choke point next to the bus, and but now they're allowing the opportunity for team to come out and now playing a little bit smarter, regrouping together once again. And Badges and Aqua again on that Tracer 1v1.
Yep.
Let's see who's gonna win it.
Oh, there you have it. There's the Tracer GPA, but Solo finds the pick on the Tomathan. No, there's no flex support left online for Waterloo. Can they make this work?
Oh my God, don't count them out just yet. Waterloo, we saw even with a bunch of their members and heroes out of the battle, they're still able to hold the line as
Badge looking all sneaky, riding around, does have the pulse bomb, can make things happen, especially if they catch the Kiriko off guard. They're looking for an angle off the high ground. Soothing Rush is popped early. Zappy though taking down Akiba and Badges with the double trouble. Pulse bomb goes wide, but doesn't really matter as more members are just getting ready to fall. Yep, there you go. They're lining up. One HP. Akiba finds one. Akiba finds 2, and he finds 3. Badges with the pick onto
Oh my God. Oh my God. Disgusting.
Inches.
This is just an absolute, like, this is just looking like a sweep right now. This is the absolute disgusting plays that I'm seeing right now. The ability for University of Waterloo just knowing when to back up and then knowing when to re-aggress, like, and then just pushing them back again towards their spawn, not giving even an inch of space for TMU to play off of. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. Like, what am I watching? TMU has to do something. They gotta, like, change up this composition.
Oh, well, I mean, there you go. They did something. Solo on an opening pick on the Badges. But Ineffabilis, though, trades it back onto Zappy with a body shot, railgun, body gun. But a stick, though, onto the Ramatra is not going to be able to convert into much, especially with the Annihilation still online. Enough of Villas with the overclock popping down. Min fall. He still follows that up quickly after that. Annihilation. First years. Let's make that 2 with Aqua in the mix.
And again, like what did I say? Like just like knowing when to back off slightly and then make the other team push out, and then just capitalizing on when the team's kind of fragmented away from each other, and then re-aggressing based off of that positioning. And now that just allowed them to secure all those kills and now push them back into spawn again. And now Team U has to find the opportunity to push back and secure this point, because it's not hasn't been secured at all yet. They do not have as much like progress as we would want to see at this point in time.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this is the push that they're wanting to make work. This is their moment. In the back
my God, Badges.
Let's play that one solo. Let's use the mortality for their teammates. And it is going to fall for its beat. Happening just a little bit too late as Badges finds the kill onto solo. Zappy falls as well. Aqua trades it back on the Thomas, but it's not going to be able to convert anything else. Because Oats just falls short of life. Aqua, though, still fighting towards your life in there. Min zigging and zagging. Trying to as much as possible, but up.
Oh my God, Min Min was just darting back and forth trying to stay alive. At the end, Badge is able to secure that kill, find him there. Zappy gets rid of the immortality field, and now
there's a cheeky window in the middle of the point. It does seem like things are starting to settle down. Badge was Zappy with the headshot through the window, putting that up nice and tidy, but not really nice and tidy with enough time.
There's little.
They gotta get their groove on, especially if they want to get the full distance and maintain their tempo.
They're based on the amount of time that they have, they don't really have a lot of time in general, so they're having to resort to pushing super forward to avoid any extra space being taken, free space being taken by the University of Waterloo. But now University of Waterloo is now pushing back against that space that they took.
Badges just forced immortality pretty early. Keep a low happy. Kills they always hit their marks.
Oh my God.
That way to still turn. I mean, what other way is there to go out?
Look at that util usage. Look at that position. Look at the slide in to kill them and backing them off once again from the choke point. And now the payload's going to be stuck. Their time is running out once again. Not a lot of time left for them to push this payload all the way to completion right now, as the payload just stalled at that choke point. And now Badges.
Yep, Badges on the hunt. They can smell danger.
A little rat.
Especially when you're moving, going around. I do think that TMU are aware of them now, but it is going to be a window that they have to be more acutely aware of. The Thompson, they're forced into the bookstore, running away from the Annihilation. Akira finds an opening pick on the solo. Zappy, though, with one onto Badges. In return, beats. Let's slow everything down just to a crawl, though. As both teams are now looking to engage up, though, on the back end in the club.
Sticking Aqua!
Yeah, this car does fall as being so close. Even though the overclock is not going to be able to make anything happen. He just pumps shots into the Ramatra, who is always blocking. Ocean's happy with their own pick. And the foot and the payload on forward.
Yeah, now they're allowed to secure once again. Time is running out. They have to do again what they did earlier. They have to push up forward to, try to get as much space as possible. Try to deny as much space for contestation from University of Waterloo as payload now. 16 seconds on the clock. It's really kind of wraps in my opinion, but TMU is not going down without a fight. That is for sure.
I mean, looking at the stage that's happening right now, Badges looking at that high ground. They really do want it. Punish window. Oh my God, what a stick! Immortality does do all three members at this moment to do. Everyone falls to the damage through the window. Badges are able to return it in turn. But Zappy finds the pick onto a keeper. They have no more sticking power on this point. We are in overtime. But Zappy finds the kill onto Thomathan, and things are starting to bleed out for Waterloo.
My God. And now TMU, that immortality field to save the three members here. What an amazing tiny util there. Like just allowing the three members to survive there gave them the upper hand in pushing forward and winning this overtime, as the payload is now progressing slowly but surely forward, as Waterloo are now struggling to keep them back from pushing forward and taking that space.
Now, they do only have a minute and 30 seconds left, so they have to win this next fight. They cannot settle for a stall. He's already down to a minute, and Nephabilis is playing for exactly that. On the Ashe, trying to get an early pick, trying to stop this momentum any way that they can. Already 45% towards an ultimate. High Noon in the middle of the open, trying to deter anybody from touching. It is going to be a solid connection onto Akiba, and the beat does keep them alive. Window from the high ground, though, and Nephabilis is able to take down Oats. Now, the pulse bomb does go wide, but that's okay because they got what they wanted. The point is progressing, although very, very slowly. Akiba and Oats both do have the annihilation. They do have that sticking power on the point. 30 seconds remaining. All what Waterloo have to do is stall. Akiba with a nice pick onto Min. Aqua, though, kills Badges. Solo is forced to window on the high ground for themselves. Akiba with the annihilation takes down Zappy. Solo
Oh my god, Akiba
and things are all but over for the TMU push.
Yeah, and the 170 meters left in that push, still being contested, but Meister gets the kill on there, and now 9, 8, 7, 6.
Oh, that's what you hate to see. The Ramatra got staggered out at the very end, and even if there was a touch, it wouldn't have changed things up too much, as they would be playing for a draw at that point. There you go. Waterloo Warriors win Kings Row in pretty decisive fashion.
And oh my god, that very end too, you know, TMU definitely did such a good job trying to get it to the overtime and push it to that checkpoint, but just did not find enough to completely push the payload to the end there. Ineffable too. That Bastion pick, let's go, play of the game. Bastion, I love it. I love to see it.
I mean, what am I watching? Right, I mean,
what you're watching is CIE Overwatch 2. Okay, top.
Oh my god, thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome, you know. I gotta say,
I mean,
that was just some crazy stuff they were looking at, and also I really like how the switch onto the Ashe too, depending on the current layout of which section of the map they are on for Kings Row. Some areas have like a higher angles, you can play more like a sniper character, a little more long range, while the other ones maybe require you to be more dive. And that switch onto Ashe was definitely very helpful in trying to secure those fights. However, again, University of Waterloo just snowballing that lead and just holding it down, holding the fort down, and not allowing that payload to continue to progress and run that timer down was the deciding factor. They won that map, and now University of Waterloo are going to be up 2 points in our best of 5, which means they're just one map away from securing a coveted position in our finals match for tomorrow for Overwatch 2.
Yep, I mean, there you have it. If you make your way into the grand finals, you're guaranteed to walk away with something, right? Either $500 as our grand prize or your consolation in $300. But I mean, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Yeah, don't count TMU out. Being a Toronto man's, you're used to playing with disadvantages, right? You don't usually have the creme de la crop, but I'm still a believer. I'm still coping this one out, okay?
Hey, listen, I do not doubt that, and I definitely don't want to count TMU out just yet. We saw earlier in their game against SFU how they're able to just play so dominantly, so well, and adapt so well onto push, especially on Esperanza too. So, this between this and as well as like their game coming up right now, as well as their game from the last time with SFU, I definitely think they have a really good chance on taking push away from the University of Waterloo Warriors. So that's something can come to play. Let's see how they do. Let's see how it goes. But definitely think Ramatra is going to be another tank pick for the two teams because it could be.
I'm thinking, right? I'm just like scheming a little bit. So seeing as we're going into Esperanza, right? In drawing on my knowledge from a distant past where we saw Esperanza played before, I think it's probably going to be Ramatra on Ramatra action again.
Yeah, I definitely think it was, but if need be, we'll have to switch towards like something that's more divey. I think University of Waterloo probably will go for maybe like a diva. Don't really think a junker queen. I think more so like a diva or even Orisa. Even though there has been like in the patch, Orisa has not been as strong as or dominant as before, but Orisa's still a really good pick onto this map. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, just the beautiful, beautiful Esperanza countryside makes a wonderful
backdrop for all of the bloody warfare that takes place in the middle. But hey, that's okay.
Yeah, all of the
Ignored that part. It does seem though that both of these teams are gearing up and ready to go with another Ramatra mirror. It does seem like, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it for Waterloo side, and for TMU, it's well, third time's the charm.
We'll take a look. You know, again, I think the Tracer versus Tracer, Badges versus Aqua might also be quite the interesting matchup. We saw before how Badges and Aqua have been just trading blows, trading fights early in the previous maps. And I definitely think as it comes to a head right here, whether or not each of these Tracers are going to be as impactful as they want to be is going to be probably really, really important to how this is going to play out right now.
Yep, Badge is lighting up the side angles though, making sure to make their presence known. Oh my god, Zappy with the headshot onto Akiba? Of all people, the tank falls first to Zappy's clean shots. Now this does open the way forward for them. First fight on push is always an important one. Zappy with another kill takes down Tomathan.
Oh my god, what a critical kill by Zappy there onto the tank. Akiba being out of the fight makes the other members on the University of Waterloo Warriors side super vulnerable, forcing them back and allowing TMU the opportunity to push forward and get that momentum shift, as now the robot is slowly but surely being pushed, but now being contested slowly there too.
Yeah, they did only get 30 meters off. They need another fight to secure the checkpoint at least. But Tomathan gets taken down by Aqua and it's the dynamic duo. Nepabillos and Badge is doing a lot of heavy lifting in the backline as they manage to walk away with even more picks. And then even though we did see that from the TMU perspective, there was just a bloody murder going on in the background.
Yeah, quite the beautiful map for Bloody Murder to happen, but now look at the robot being pushed towards the other side now. Momentum going towards Waterloo side as now they're slowly but surely getting their footing back and now trying to push back the other team from taking back control of that robot onto push here.
Yeah, now making their way forward, they're not going to be quite able to match UFT's push, but that's fine because this is still the opening stages before leads are, you know, really settled in and made in stone. Now Akiba though walking around this corner, making sure their presence is known, and Nepabillos still finds the opening pick of the solo. That's the flex support down, and that's gonna be the rest of the team shortly to follow. Akiba with a kill onto Zappy, forced into a little bit of blocking action, but Badge finds the kill onto Aqua as well. Now it's just two members of TMU trying to get any takeaway kills that they can, and unfortunately for them, they're not able to
mispositioning by Oats there. You know, just kind of jumping around, not quite sticking with the team there, and unfortunately just gets picked off by the blunder that happened by the University of Waterloo Warriors there. That's quite the unfortunate circumstance, I would say. But now, again, University of Waterloo has the advantage as they're now pushing the Warbot ever so slightly closer.
Yeah, Badge is pushing in even deeper. Operation Butt Scratch is a go. Waterloo Warriors are able to capture that advanced spawn. So feeling pretty nice if you're them.
They're doing an amazing job right now. They're definitely looking forward to snowball this lead of their 2-0 currently over TMU.
Yeah, oh, nice window though, making sure to place it right behind the Ramatra's shield, but it's not going to have quite the nice enough angle to make sure to punish the Ramatra. He's just hiding away in the corner. Annihilation is popped. Kitsune Rush with that as well. Pulse Bomb rolling up too high. New just trying to pressure the Ramatra out of there. Has to cut LOS, but trying to keep it as well. At the same time, it's delicate arts. The overclock as well from the Social. Badge takes down Solo. And now the fight is going off. Oh no!
My God.
Aqua takes down Nepabillos, 1 damage away from taking down Zappy. Zappy does fall to Badge shortly after. This marching parade is just going to keep on marching forward. 75 meters and counting. Waterloo cannot be stopped.
And yeah, Badge is sniffing out the weak, getting that last kill there. Now it's going to give them now the numbers as well as the space to room and to breathe, to regroup as they continue to push the robot forward. Just such a dominating performance so far by University of Waterloo. TMU really got to do something in contestants. I'm really worried for them right now. Look how much space they took compared to University of Waterloo. It's not as much as they want, and it's also been only there's 5 minutes left, almost 6 minutes left. So oh my god, just they got to do better. But there's plenty of time left for them to turn the tides over in their favor.
Yeah, but turning the tides, this is going to happen soon, especially with not with a dead tank. Badge is securing the final blow onto Oats.
Now Meister taking down Solo's immortality. That's going to be a lot of utility gone for TMU, and it does look like more is going to be lost soon as Aqua gets taken down. Akiba making sure that this keeps on moving forward. Waterloo cannot stop. March onwards. Every single second counts. And it's going to be a Kitsune Rush sent down the middle of the map, making sure that they just buy themselves even more space. Aqua with a Hail Mary pulse bomb does not connect. Tomathan takes down Solo's immortality.
Trying to push forward, but it's just not really working, you know.
Min with the kill onto Badge is finally marking his target, and it is going to send Waterloo into a retreat. Never mind, it was fake, it was a juke, it was all Solo. He was going to be able to drop the window around the corner, gets the kills. There you have it.
Oh my god, now the robot is finally going towards TMU side, but I don't know. I feel like Oats has been kind of dying too prematurely. Whenever the tank dies, it leaves the rest of the team so vulnerable, and I just need to see Oats to like survive a little bit longer in order to kind of hold out and fight and take over the control of the robot. Like, oh my god, it's so hard. It's honestly super hard. You know, University of Waterloo has been doing such a good job too, isolating fights as well, and just capitalizing on the blunders that the TMU has been making.
Oh, there you have it though. Oats gets a nice kill onto Ineffabilis, forcing the team even further back. That's the series of picks that you like to see in Cleanse. Keeps Akiba up just for a little bit longer. Annihilation takes down Zappy. Though Tomathan is low HP, does manage to survive a little bit longer. Never mind, I eat my words. Annihilation popped out for Oats, gets one, gets two. Badges though finds a Solo in the background. It is going to be a trade back and forth. Does seem like the bot is going to start moving again, though, as Aqua gets the kill onto Meister, and Tracer is forced out for good this time.
Looks like Oats heard me talking and is just trying to prove me wrong. Got the kill, and was just punching Akiba into the grave. And now the bot is going to be in favor of TMU as they now try to push it ever so slightly closer and closer to that checkpoint, and also overtake University of Waterloo in the semi-finals matchup right now.
Yeah, no, leading us in going forward, getting back into it. Akiba is going to be, contesting the point, while the rest of the team is going to be rallying themselves around the high ground. Neffabilis does have the overclock, though, waiting for the perfect time to strike. Badges sends the pulse bomb flying, and Akiba finds the kill onto Solo. Just soon to follow. Aqua gets a trade, but it's just a little too late.
You're disgusting. One shot away from kill, so close, but now being healed up again. Getting multiple kills on fire. Akiba and Ineffabilis are just on a reign of terror, bringing the robot now back in favor of the University of Waterloo Warriors. And look, they pushed it 129 meters compared to TMU's the 46 meters. This is like triple what TMU has pushed. And oh my god, TMU's really got to do something quick, because this momentum shift is going to be super crucial. Winning this battle, this engage, is going to be so important.
Rush and the amp speed just going fast. Running straight through the window. A window more like a doorway, as it did lead to TMU's demise on the other side. Not really going to be able to do any damage through it when the other team just runs right on through. An absolutely clean, flawless fight, 5-0. And now this is the end. We are staring down the barrel. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining, but only 2 meters left. Oats is the one to contest, taking down low HP. Aqua gets taken down on the side angle, and now Meister pops the beat to end things once and for all.
Oh my god, could keep contesting, trying their best to hold them back, even though the robot's ever so close to the end there. 90 seconds, all it's gonna come on.
Annihilation does come out for Akiba, though. Solo finds the back of the Meister, and Neffabilis does trade it back onto Min with the railgun. Shut up with the kills. Akiba, there's your sticking power. There it goes. Tomathan kills Aqua, but brings it back onto Badges. It's 1-for-1 so far. All the trades coming out. TMU do have the spawn advantage. Are they going to be able to make it back to help Oats in time? It is a yes with the Kiriko TP Suzu.
Yes!
We all
Final
know
push
and
of desperation by TMU. They're so desperate, not allowing even the slightest amount of pushes to finish off the robot. But Waterloo is right back at it, responding accordingly, trying to stop this push. And now more space being taken. However, look at the amount of space that's being taken right now by University of Waterloo. Waterloo, and look at how much TMU has left in terms of progress. They're so far behind in that Rockies, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, they're gonna have to pull a miracle in order to win this map over University of Waterloo.
Yeah, what is that? 3, maybe 4 fights that they gotta win, but it's never off the table though. Oh, it's popping the early annihilation, just trying to force the payload to ever so continue forwards. And Waterloo, knowing that they can give the space, they opt into letting the annihilation run out with that reduced cooldown. He's not able to keep that line of sight. Aqua, though, marking badges on the off angle. Nefabilis just on the low ground, trying to find any picks where they can't double continue. They rush 3D vision time activated. Zappy, though, falls down low HP, slides off with a nice railgun shot onto Thomas, and that OC coming in clutch. Oats and then finding their own picks as well. Zappy finds another one to clean up the fight. Okay.
Overtime online.
Slow down. Trying to re-engage badges with a swap on the Torbjorn. A little unconventional, but you like to see it. And just mark down Aqua, make sure that those angles aren't going to come into play.
Everybody breathe, everybody breathe. You know, TMU, they still have a leg in this competition. They are not out yet.
No, it gets taken down before the final. And Nefabilis overclock activated, and the beat does save them for now, but it's not going to save them for long, as now they're kind of left high and dry. Oats drops down to 1 HP, not going to be able to get saved, and Badge's turret takes that Aqua as is expected. Nefabilis with kill on the min, and now the beat on the end just to style on the dead Matra.
And
there you have it. University of Waterloo with the clean 3-0 onto TMU Esports. They are going to be progressing and solidifying their spot in the grand finals, while TMU is relegated to fighting for their 3rd place match.
Yeah, ineffabilis, whatever, how you ever pronounce his name. I cannot stop like watching how this guy is playing, going back and forth, hitting those kills with the overclock as well. Just such an impactful DPS onto the University of Waterloo's team. And again, 3-0, I was so confident that TMU was going to get a map and then bring us into maybe a 4th map, a 5th map, or something like that. But University of Waterloo remain solidifying their title and their position as a titan within the Canadian Intercollegiate esports scene. And especially in Overwatch 2, they have shown why they are so strong, why they're 1st seed, and just why they won 3-0. Like, what can you say? Just the teamwork that I saw, the strategies coming in, as well as just in general, the movement and also the aim, everything combined together provided us with an amazing series that showcased the dominance that is the University of Waterloo Warriors. And I gotta say, you know, GG's and very nice try to TMU. We definitely saw some superhero and superstar plays coming in by Aqua, as well as, you know, Oats there, and also like the rest of the teammates on the TMU side. But I gotta say, again, Waterloo's got to stay on top, and now they're fighting for 1st place in our Overwatch series.
They're just really proving why they are the 1st seed in back-to-back, not 3-0s, but flawless series, not dropping a single map. And now they're heading into the grand finals tomorrow. We don't quite have your final matchup decided quite yet because the other series is still in progress, but make sure to tune in anyways, because we're going to be starting off with our best of, or not best of 3, they're both going to be best of 5 series, but we're going to be starting off with our 3rd place match starting at 7 p.m. EST tomorrow, followed up shortly after by the grand finals. You won't want to miss either of them, so make sure to tune in as soon as they happen, and also our lovely panels that we're also going to be hosting earlier in the day. My name has been Spaffles, and this has been Slyon, and we hope you have had a great time.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to see you guys in our next streams. See ya.